And so it has come to this. Chat, hope you are hyped because I am as well. Welcome to the final game of the Silver Gauntlets Challenge Cup. This is the final game of Season 5. After an amazing finale this weekend in the main tournament, this one marks the end of Challenge Cup. Both prieR and West0pher have one win beneath their belt. Today, who gets to decide? We get to decide who wins it all. I'm Tobias. With me on commentary tonight are Benji and Chuckles. Folks, how are you doing?
Tobias, my body is ready. Here we go. We are ready for the Challenge Cup final. I want to see some hypers in chat. I want to see poggies in chat. I want to see cats, dogs. I want to see lizards in chat. We're about to get rolling. Benji, what are your thoughts?
I don't know if my body's ready, but I think my mind is, and that's the important thing here. West0pher's had an amazing run through the tournament, undefeated in the group stage, smashed their way through the bracket en route to a 2-love defeat of one shot in the semi-finals. They took game 1 of this series, and then prieR, against all the odds, took game 2, and that has taken us into this decider. And West0pher is underway, and so is prieR as well. And we're dropping in market, and I've lost 20,000 channel points.
Well, I lost 50,000, so there's that. Great start!
I've gained 264,000, so...
And chat, if you haven't gotten your bingo cards yet, exclamation point bingo in chat, roll yourself a card and... 30 hook shot. Well, that's a bingo square for some of you.
So, Gerudo Valley Fortress, 30 hook shot.
Central Pillar is a small key.
Iron Boots DLC, etc.
And we're seeing a divergence straight away. prieR's going to take the adult route, and West, going back to the slingshot game, so may decide to pop into Long Ranch afterwards, may go adult as well.
Yeah, the slingshot game is a sneaky, annoying check, to be honest. So I don't blame getting it out of the way and just like not having to worry about it later on.
It'd be interesting if we did see some divergence really early on, get these routes, because a game can quite easily be made on whether you decide going child or adult first, and, you know, it could be this case today if that decision is vital. And there's a bow! There's a bow on the slingshot game!
Well, speaking of annoying checks, medallions. Spirit, Jabu.
Spirit.
Water. Fire. DC. And Forest. Spirit, Jabu, Water, Fire, DC, Forest.
Medallion.
It was Fortress Foolish. Fortress Foolish rather than Valley. I'm a person who can't read, apparently. Cost is right hand. I think I missed that one. That's a piece of heart. Piece of heart? Piece of heart, so no need to do the child climb.
Forest is foolish. I just cursed it. That was my fault.
Well, that's not ideal. That looks like a piece of heart in the graveyard crate. At least it's a medallion dungeon rather than a stone dungeon that we don't think we have to do, and before eventually realizing that, oh no, we're 2 hours in and we have to trawl through forest with no reward.
True, but we're going to be, unfortunately, very nappy halfway through the seed, most likely. When we get the 30 schools for that hook shot, probably as well.
It's a refreshment break, and if you weren't sure that Forest Temple was foolish, there's the repeat.
Yeah, so at least West also knows that Forest is foolish now. prieR getting battered by Dampe. You'd think that he'd have Din's Fire or the fire arrows hit in the chest with all these fireballs.
I was going to make a joke about him being battered like a chip-shot fish, and then realise that they don't really do fish and chips in France. It's much more civilised than that.
Also, look, make your jokes international, please.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Although me saying that I didn't make it is in itself making the joke, so I apologise.
Hey, fish and chips are in Las Vegas. I know that for certain. So.
Oh, biggie!
Big chest from Dampe, and there's the emotional support fish.
ESF.
Fish.
ESF.
ESF. And a slingshot from Dampe as well. All right. let's not get off the rails right from the beginning.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, Damper hit a fireball. That's the first square on my bingo card.
Indeed.
Which I'm sure everyone
well.
was thoroughly excited to know.
So West did decide to go to the child checks, which I think in that position as market, you've got to make a decision on whether you're going to go adult, whether you're going to go child. I would imagine West, there's a boomerang, just to interrupt what I was
required.
saying.
Yeah, although that's a chest that you can pick up either as child or as adult, so it's not something that's being orphaned. Early explosives for West0pher, picking up the bomb chews from Talon.
Yeah, that's really going to be potentially helpful, hitting up the early kind of checks. Bombs open up a lot of the checks in the seed.
In the windmill, what do we got?
Sansong, great for early mobility.
Yeah, and especially with 30 skulls required, because we've got to do water temples, so we will need a long shot. The ability to do Sansong to change time of day for easy skull routing is an absolute godsend, to be honest.
Definitely one that you want early rather than late if you're going to get it at all. And West getting Prelude, so we do have a child spawn in market, which is fine, depending on where that adult spawn is. prieR also finding chews, so both have chews. prieR with 10.
Yeah, prieR found the 10 pack, or one of the 10 packs, rather.
We'll see what West probably has in a minute.
And there is Greg. Greg has been located.
It's 10 as well for West, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they diverge with the two 10 shoes. It looks like West is save quitting to go back to market, so might be an adult play.
So for your bingo card's sake, an item counts as located as soon as we know where it is. Not gonna say any more. Raters don't
Do
need
not
to pick
necessarily
it up.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, West is leaving again, so not going adult. He's deciding to maybe go through a Valley Lake play with the chews because there's a lot of bomb block checks en route, or go to Kokiri Forest, or go somewhere completely different.
As prieR is buying a shield. Hashtag team buy a shield wins today. Oh, I got that one. That's nice.
Hey, nice.
Sorry, I promise that there are more interesting things going on screen than the process of my bingo card. But it's nice to see a project come to fruition as a little bit of love from Rufio today.
Well, Rufio the man on roof did not have a hookshot today. That's Oh, 40 skulls is dead. That's good news.
Yeah, more bomb chews. Hopefully by the point you've got 40 skulls, you'll have found a bomb bag already.
Yeah, that would be a
West is going to the Lost Woods, I think. Kokiri Forest, Lost Woods.
Yeah, going to pick up the song that you can get from Child here in the Saria song. Whereas...
And there's a few convenient skulls in Kokiri Forest at night time as well. 4 already for West.
Song early is going to help with that school route, and as we said, so hopefully West will utilise that.
Knowing we definitely need at least 30 skulls, because 30 skulls is our hookshot and Water Temple is one of our medallions. Helps tremendously to know that early.
Yeah, just going to have to...
with no... Ooh, another biggie. Sansong paying off immediately, perhaps?
Indeed! That's a strength.
Yeah. I was going to say that will be required. We will need strength to complete the seed with Forest Temple required, and we'll need 2 because Spirit is a medallion dungeon as well. Our stone dungeons are Deku and Shadow Temple, so we'll need magic to fire the light arrows and to logically cross the wasteland. But Din's Fire, for example, we won't necessarily need. Also, hover boots, I think we won't necessarily need.
Or may not hard require the hover boots. They sometimes are logically required in places like Fire Temple. But you're right, there's a few items that we might not need this seed, but you never know. Stone Shadow has often wants to find a way.
Does indeed. And Mido today does not provide O. Also, this is a good opportunity, I think, to talk about the cosmetic choices of the runners. A nice forest green there for prieR, and West0pher's kind of going with a more burgundy look for the vanilla Kokiri tunics.
Yeah, I think vanilla tunic prieR.
I think it's not quite vanilla. Frozen Cavern has the Requiem.
Then I
So
think
Ice
West
Cavern
has
Song
also-
is the Requiem of Spirits.
So, depending on the layout of Spirit Temple, which of course we don't know yet, Rush Ice? Question mark.
I mean, I'm in favor.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Tobias.
I mean, I could possibly comment. Lost Woods on the path to Volvagia. We probably want to investigate this this woods some more, as well
West
as
is
Fire
right
Temple
there.
path to Twin Rova.
We're picking up a lot of varied hints really early on. We're picking up some good school hints, picking up a lot of path hints. Welcome into Jax and the crew as well. Make sure you follow Jax for Division 6 league matches in the future.
And also, yeah, welcome in indeed. Jax, you missed the emotional support fish. I am so sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Jax.
Right, there's time for another one.
And keep in mind, this was a wallet in a path location, just saying.
Well, we're just clicking off everything today, like classic wallet in a path location. Is it gonna be the tunic logic hitting for the Lost Woods Fire Temple? That could be interesting.
Oh, that would be rude.
Why are the Skull Kids teaching us the first half of Saria's song? Oh, actually, they're just going all the way up.
Actually, I mean, look, Skull Kids knowing Saria's song is actually, you know, reasonable.
They've heard it a lot in the background, like they're probably just like implicitly learning. Oh, and here's TJ as well with a party of 3, also playing Division 6. I think them two.
Do you think that might be our path? Do you think that might be our path to Volvagia?
Was that a hammer?
It was a hammer.
Well,
Well,
there
that-
goes tunic logic. Yeah, that tunic.
Skull Mask is
Wait.
dead.
Hard required.
Skull Mask is dead. Yup, that's true. Well, a lot of information early on this seed. So far, I can't really make heads or tails of it. I'm not quite sure what this seed wants us to do yet. Except, of course, I mean, you have a strength, you have some bomb shoes, you can just complete the Dongus Cavern.
I
And
would say
prieR
that
is doing just that.
the seed wants us to complete fire at some point.
Speaking of,
Tunic!
I mean, you, sir, have some timing on you.
Well, the wallet's not for buying a tunic at any rate.
Yeah.
At least not that
It's
tunic.
for sure. Oh, I mean, no, because we've got the hammer, so the hammer can unlock that check, so... So many items as well, like on prieR side we've got slingshot, boomerang, strength, bottle. We've got another big chest here in DC. Which is
And
another
which is strength too, my goodness. Early
Wow.
strengths today.
Chat, you know what to do.
Yes, you know. Yeah, you know what to do. It's your job, chat. Do it.
Get those gauntlets in the chat. And then on west side we've got a hammer, we've got bow, both people have got shoes, like, whoa, this seed is just, it's given everything, it's just like a grand final should be. Build your own route, people, off you go, have some items, have about 100 checks open to you, go and do the game.
Yeah, for a neutral, this is kind of what you want, I think, rather than there's a clear, obvious path that both runners go down. And obviously, in that scenario, it really does kind of highlight the execution of both runners. But execution's only half the puzzle, really, and the other half is how can you decipher the logic and how can you route this in efficiently as West0pher picks up the Song of Storms.
And there's another, what, 16 checks or 13 items available to us that you can pick up with Song of Storms as well, so even more.
Right, Goron City path to
Goron
Barony.
City's taking...
And 50 is dead. Okay, we need 30 skulls.
Let's go ahead.
No more.
And Bigoron crafts a purple rupee.
F's in chat for Big Goron.
Yep, F's indeed.
Already really early on with the, what we are, 13 minutes in, and we are missing 2 always hints, 2 sometimes hints, a Baron, and 2 patterns.
It's going really quickly today.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Not a lot of dupes today.
All I'm saying is I've watched enough.
Fox 2 dead. You watched enough what?
This is a seed at the moment that feels a little bit. Sorry, yeah, internet problems. I've watched enough season 5 to know that this might be a little bit too good to be true.
Yeah. Case of opening a lot early just to have that one little item ready to be nice and hidden in the future. Bit of a casino, if you know what I mean.
Well, we'll see if and when we find a casino.
It's going to be...
Yeah, with the hammer, we've got access to the first portion of Fire Temple for the Twin Rover Path, and Goron City, don't know whether that's as child or as adult, but having already picked up the boomerang, that looks like it's going to be Ruto's letter.
Could be interesting. We know that we need to do water and fire. Like, early boss keys in those 2 locations could leave items for the picking later on in the seed.
And here's the only boss you can't one-cycle.
Kokiri Forest is a foolish choice.
Well, it's a waste of foolish.
Well, considering we've already
West0pher
done
would have liked
literally...
that.
West0pher would have liked that before checking that Storm Grotto, or before checking the rest of Kokiri Forest, for that matter.
That's pretty brutal. That's an unfair sometimes and no, foolish.
Oh well.
That is our third and final foolish hint, though. So it's Gerudo Fortress, Forest Temple, and Kokiri Forest.
We're not getting any more.
So prieR with the first...
Big chest.
Ooh.
And that was Colossus' right hand
repeat the
repeat,
Colossus hint.
and Ruto's letter!
I'm sorry?
And strength 3 on King Dodongo?
Oh, okay, so not casino for strength 3 today.
No, indeed.
I'm now trying to work out how is Goron City path to...
It's gonna be a bomb bag, isn't it? It's gonna be logical bomb bag to beat.
At this point, I think that would have to be... Oh, this could be a scale or ZL that points to in the end. Dastar, no, I'm not repeating that on air. I'm not giving them that bingo square.
No, because Boomerang was openly available, and so was...
Ruto's
I don't
letter,
know.
I think, was behind a bomb bag, right? It was in
Root's letter
One
was
of-
revealed.
Oh, I tell you what, I think... Okay. My suspicion is now that Goron City has...
Well, British internet is doing its thing today.
We love BT.
I streamed
Yeah,
for 2.5
shout-outs.
hours today with 0 problems.
Shoutouts to British Telecom. That's all I'll say. And
So was the Ruto's letter in the open grotto, or was it bomb locked?
our logs say open grotto, but
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Because they're both...
I reckon we might find a scale here.
Yeah, they're both Sphere 0, so that would mean that it's access to Jabu, so it's going to be, some form of scale or ZL, just to get into Jabu, potentially.
yeah. And if Goron City were to point to ZL, that would be some, pardon my French, fuckery, because there is no song check in Goron City, so there would have to be an item in there that somehow enables us to get to a Zelda's Lullaby song check, and that was the central pillar repeat that West0pher just saw near the lake lab.
I take it that prieR must have picked a big chest.
I think it's just worth it just to get the hint, because we're still missing the OOT hint, which can't be Z out because Shadow is a stone. But it is definitely a big chest here as well.
There's a scale. Alright,
There's
we're in
scale.
logic.
Okay,
OT Serenade. And just like that, we have all our always hints.
Wow.
And that means Hardall Dungeons is dead.
Well, at least not for songs.
Not for the
Could be
Ocarina.
items.
Yeah, that is true.
What am I doing? No.
Would have been nice for West if he was able to do Jabba in that big kind of Child 1 stint that he did, but unfortunately going to go adult and get the strengths and the scale and the the other item, the boomerang, that's the one.
That looks like a shield on the volcano. Nothing useful to me, at least.
Oh, I was thinking heart container, but either way, didn't look particularly useful.
And West0pher finally getting his medallion check. Did a slightly more thorough Child 1. That might pay out for him, it might not, we'll see. He certainly found some more items than that prieR didn't get, like the bow and the hammer.
Yeah.
As well as Rudo's letter, so...
It's interesting that prieR has strength 3 before West has strength 1.
Is that the river chest also dead?
I did not see that hint.
Yeah, I'm deferring to you. Sorry. Deferring to chat. VXR Laser Eyes himself says yes.
Alright.
So we're probably going to see a bit of a Swippy swap now. We're going to see West do a lot of what prieR has already done. Probably go into head to do a lot of the child stuff that we've seen. So we've seen a lot, and it might be a good time to kind of digest a little bit of what we've seen so far, because it's been utter chaos.
It was a lot of information really fast. And River Chest is indeed dead.
Yeah.
That's the duplicate there.
So we're still missing one sometimes hint and 2 path hints.
Those hints are coming fast and furious.
I know, it's crazy. That's so much to think about.
So, 30 skulls might very well be our first logical hookshot. 30 skulls is easily in logic with a boomerang, a hammer, and a bow.
Sun Song.
Left.
Yeah, you've got the ESF as well, which you can choose to not keep and cast aside.
And a bottle as well, yeah. You're right.
Gonna be the first time seeing the Minuet song check when prieR gets there. Oh, the adult spawn is Lon Lon Ranch. So that prelude is going to be quite handy.
Prelude's getting some work today. That is not the greatest adult spawn, to be honest.
At least it's not right at the back of Lon Lon Ranch. At least the entrance is there.
That's true. At least it's a rather easy path to check Tektite Grotto once it comes to that.
Here's prieR with the Bido skip.
Yep, nice and clean.
Easily done.
West not happy that he picked up that boomerang by the looks of it. Maybe because it's a check that he could have picked up as a child and then full cleared Jabba.
Does Pre know that Lost Woods is the path?
The Lost Woods path hint was at the bridge, so no, he does not. He did not do that check as child.
Yeah, I was thinking, are they going to be thinking like, oh my goodness, it's a tunic with Path of Evolve. Actually, yeah, not knowing the hammer is on the Ocarina again.
Could be worse. Could be the wallet.
Yeah, could have been the wallet. Yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
So what you saw there was West picking up arrows from, as he picks up more cheese, picking up arrows from Anju. For prieR, that was just a blue P because he does not have the bow. And you can't pick up consumables for an item that you do not have yet.
Side note, walking into a wrong direction in Lost Woods absolutely counts as a void out.
Have you got void out on your bingo card by any chance?
No, I have not, but others in chat were asking, so I'm doing them a kindness and playing Arbiter here for a bit.
Okay, good to see the minuet song here, so could be a lot of stuff here. It's going to be Saria's
song.
which is forest access, potential logic shenanigans that we may fall into later. That check requires access via the minuet song, so looking forward to see what that is.
So
Picking that up in the vanilla location just 7 years late.
Yep. So with Saria's being in the Sacred Forest Meadow, that means if Minuet is on the Ocarina of Time, we have automatic logical all dungeons. Not hard all dungeons, mind you, because Mido Skip exists, but...
And mercifully, we've had the hint that Serenade is on Ocarina as well.
Yeah, that's true. You are correct, we have. So that's not happening. So, going to Ice Cavern will get our runners 2 songs. That is, I think, going to incentivize them to go there sooner rather than later. At the moment, they don't have the means to get into Zora's Domain yet. They would need either hover boots or, logically, Zelda's Lullaby to get in there.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right with that, Tobias. That, you know, quite often we see that Spirit Temple, which is a required dungeon today, needing either hard or logically needing to get that Requiem. So I think it's sensible. We've got a bottle when you get access to there. Lots of checks in and around the ice area. Fountain's not foolish today. So yeah, I definitely think that would be a strong play for the runners at some point. Especially without a horse.
Yeah, none of our Zora locations. I was going to say none of our Zora locations are foolish today, which feels like a rarity actually.
Yeah,
makes for a welcome change from some earlier games. Whoop, West0pher gets to try archery minigame again.
Yeah, I was watching a seed recently, and all 3 of the Zora areas were foolish. So it is a commonality to see. I think Fountain is something like 50% of the times there's no items in Fountain, and it's the most common.
That's Aurora's Wind sitting right there in the open in Zora's River, so that's not foolish.
Gonna see if prieR can do this trick, which is 5 backflips. Shield turn, backflip, side roll.
Well, that looks to be off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure it does.
Benjy just agreeing.
Look, I think one of the arts to being a good commentator is knowing when actually you don't know anything and you can defer to people with much greater expertise.
I actually remember prieR did an interesting setup last time I commentated. They did that there, so that's really interesting.
In any case, Aurora's Wind successfully collected.
Yeah, always going to be helpful. Don't have magic at the moment, so need to wait for that to come into our lives before we can utilise that.
prieR ignoring the grotto and 2 hints up there.
Yeah, by doing this as an adult as well, rather than a child. Admittedly, he does not have Song of Storms yet, so there's less incentive to do it as a child. But there is always the potential that Frogs 1 has an item. There's the repeat of Lost Woods of Volvagia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to do this on the way back down, it looks like. I don't think prieR has checked the save spawn yet, so it'll be interesting to see if they conduct that afterwards.
There's the repeat of Fire to Twin Rover, because we saw that earlier on prieR's side.
Yeah, the item on Uppers or River Warrant was, I think it was a huge rupee.
Yeah, that was a huge rupee. We have seen all 3 strengths, so that could not have been another one. Though it did look golden. Chief item identifier in chief speaking, yeah.
You're doing good, mate.
Convenient location for that Frogs 2 hint. A repeat, we'd already seen that in the Kokiri Forest Storm's Grotto, but definitely useful to know.
And while we're here, it's going to pick up the other hint as well, because
Yep.
why wouldn't you?
Market path to King Dodongo.
Market
So,
Dongo.
where's our first logical bomb bag then?
We found a bow in the child shooting gallery. I think that's the only check we've seen. It's
Yeah,
not
obviously
really
we haven't seen Bombchu bowling.
Because that's going to lead to the bombs, and you need bombs for Bombchu bowling. So it's not.
Which
gonna be
leaves us
there,
with
so-
Treasure Chest Game, Richard the Dog, or Big Pose. At the moment, the only one of those that we can logically complete is Richard.
Yeah, and I mean, we can 1 in 32 the treasure chest game as often as we want, but, you know...
If it is,
I mean-
no, then where? Like that probably leads to. Well, Forest is foolish, so it's not there. Like archery game potentially. There are some other kind of weird bow logical things, but.
Eye drops from the Boulder of Destiny. Sadly, we already know Bigaron has nothing for us today.
And also, it's not even the frog, so we can't even frog walk with that, so... That's a monumentally bad trade item. Randomization there.
It's also less funny than the frog, which is the important thing. Of all the Chode Quest items, it's the least entertaining, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it is Tuesday, my dudes, so...
Oh, is that why we found Bombchus early?
Mark it off, chat! Commentators
right
made a
there.
pun.
It was right there! What do you expect?
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing it out.
Anyway, now we've done that, everyone can pun away to their heart's content.
Oh, finally.
West picking up strength 2.
Yeah, about to be delighted that Strength 3 is in this dungeon as well.
Yeah, he doesn't know it yet, but in about 4 minutes' time, he'll be picking up the 3rd strength, so... And
Why is the pun not a free square? Well, you don't know who's going to be commentating.
Also, we had an even better free square, which is actually just guaranteed every stream, because, come on. Stream intro playlist full of bangers with Hell Knight on the decks? That's not even a question, that's just happening.
Shark, yeah, prieR did get the scale because it's in Goron City.
I thought I saw the scale marked as well. Did I make that up? Has it been mysteriously unmarked? Or am I just genuinely going spare, which is quite likely?
Possibility. Not complaining here.
I'm not answering that one.
Wise, very wise.
I think prieR actually has ran out of chews.
Yeah, prieR has run out of chew, has committed his last chew to the Boulder of Destiny, and is now out of explosives. And did West0pher's shield just burn? No, wait. He's an adult. That can't burn.
That is a commonplace for child shields to be burnt.
Indeed, and here's prieR picking up his bow.
I think
Could be a little
Firekeith
annoyed.
to maybe number 2 on the list of worst Ocarina enemies.
Ice Keys taking number 1 space here.
Yeah, obviously, and regular keys taking number 3. Clean sweep, in my opinion.
Look, I'm still rooting for some Mad Lad or Mad Lass developer actually coming up with a way to make keys shuffle happening.
Oh no! Don't speak
yes.
that out there, Tobias.
Oh yes, I'm speaking it into existence.
And Richard is still a very good boy. His owner, slightly less so.
Yeah, Richard's mom is indeed stingy today. What was it? A bloopy just?
Red rupee, so 20.
Red rupee.
Rupee? Not a bloopy, but a rupee.
Red rupee, alright.
Rupee.
It's great.
And that's King Dodongo down for West0pher. Both runners at their first medallion then.
And at this point, they've both done almost... They've almost completely crossed over each other. West still has to check out Goron City, and prieR still has to check out the ranch, but otherwise, they're pretty much right there with one another.
Yep.
And there's West's Golden Gauntlets, so no Strength 3 roulette today.
Yep. But you know it's going to be bait, right?
I mean, almost certainly yes. But I have faith that someone can yeet a rock, you know, for the fans.
Oh, certainly. They are, I'm assuming, going to yeet that rock before they go child next, because it's right there. You just walk in and do the check. Well, depending on, of course, when they find Zelda's Lullaby. Warring, no OGC Foolish, square only counts if you get a hint.
This is the second set of chews, isn't it? This...
Yep, more explosives for prieR, which couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, they're going to be absolutely delighted with that. Like, oh, okay.
Don't mind if I do.
We do have a wallet as well on West Side, so if we do start running out of chews before getting a bomb bag, we could buy some, which is something I commonly forget when actually playing, but that's an interesting thing we could have.
Oh my gosh, Dextronomy speaking into existence what the random bot might have done today. It could be Zelda's Lullaby on Burning Cack today. We have Jabu, Water, and Fire Temples as our Forest, Fire, and Water medallions.
Early BK and Water. And then we don't even have Serenade, so imagine something being on in Deep Water. Do you pick up Ziel?
Oh no!
Brutal.
That's the second instance of the Market to King Dodongo path. And it's the
Correct.
first time West has seen it, I think.
Good point. Yeah, we didn't see that on Priest's last visit around here. Probably because they didn't have the hammer and didn't want to use explosives.
Yeah, if you only have bomb shoes, those are precious.
Bree are going to have the boomerang here, so it's going to pick up a ton of schools in Long Long Ranch.
It makes sense, you need 30 of them.
Yeah. If you don't pick these up on your first trip, it feels bad coming all the way back here to pick these up, so...
I just don't think you would. I think you'd try and route in other ones instead.
Yeah, if you need like 50, sometimes you have to do it, but 30 is easier.
Yeah, with the items we have.
Mm-hmm. You know one of them's going to eventually succumb to the bugs.
Almost certainly. That being said, though, West0pher checking, I think, a check that we didn't see on prie's side here. Can't have seen on prie's side, but it was a small chest anyway, so... nothing important.
Yeah, prieR, he did do the old spin strat at the start, so he might have peeked that it was small. Or more importantly, not peeked that it was big, and thus peeked that it was small. But you know what I mean.
Definitely.
Right?
Absolutely.
on those checks, it's like if you're uncertain, it's probably small. If it's big, you can see it quite clearly.
West going back into Lost Woods, presumably here to enact an old Mido skip and pick up the song on Minuet, which we know is Saria.
I think that angle is too steep.
There are a couple of different angles you can get it at, but yeah, I think needs to narrow a bit.
Fastest feet in the forest, down Mido.
There you go.
10 skulls for free, so you can check the 10 here. Also pick up a load in CAC, whilst also picking up Dampe, so good brute in here.
Yeah, nice time of day routing. Although, well, made a bit of money back.
Well, at least, you know, you get out more than you put in. That's something.
That Moblin was not playing nice for a bit.
It cooperated in the end. That's what's important.
Yeah, sure, cooperated. We'll go with that.
Wonder if Free will decide to do chickens. I know.
I
mean, you do it early or you don't do it. So
does have Sun Song to change it to change time of day correctly. We haven't had a Kakariko path yet. There could still be one because we're missing 2 path-ins.
It's kind of like the free side. What are your options? Without the letter, you not knowing that you can go into Jabba and do all that stuff. So the only really option you have left is like Valley late into Domain potentially. So yeah, if you don't do it now, you're gonna struggle to do it again. And West is done with adult. Go into child now, probably deciding that they've got progression to do. And
yeah, we have a dungeon to do. There's Jabu Jabu just right there, sitting there waiting. And
yeah, he's got the logical access via the scale. Although with the bomb shoes, he might well choose to go upriver, and while he's there, pick up the grottos and pick up also pick up Frogs 1 because he has the Song of Storms. And he's going to change the time of day here so he can turn in Richard the Dog for a slightly unsatisfactory 20 rupees.
True. That being said, due to his early routing, West0pher is racking up more and more of a time advantage, or of an advantage in terms of just being able to full clear areas that prieR might have to return to later.
And this is what I was saying early on about the kind of adult-child decision-making. Sometimes you make the right decision and that turns out to be really significant in the game. And this time it's doing the early child play that seems to be paying out for West. And like you were saying before...
what was I saying about bugs in the bottle?
We have acquired bugs in a bottle. So...
yeah.
Yep.
I like what you were talking about before about this decision for West to maybe go River or Valley Lake, because you're kind of almost orphaning one of the two with the decision that you make. If you do Valley Lake, like that's only child because there's no chicken in adults to do the Valley checks. But then the River stuff is easier to get to, so it's an interesting decision. Don't ask me what I would do.
I mean, I think with progression available to you, as West0pher has, I don't think you do chickens. If you run out of checks, you do chickens at this point. Would you go well?
Yeah. Snap.
Oh, now that is a question.
That is indeed a question.
There's a lot of density. The problem with going well now is that you don't have Zelda's Lullaby, you don't have logical explosives. There's a lot of checks down there which you are potentially leaving. Although with chest size matches contents in League, you can peak the overwhelming majority of those anyway.
Yeah, what you can't peak are Dead Hand and Steve. Basically. The other checks you can at least look at and see and determine if you need to come back later.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone send a bomb up that ladder.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice way to pick up the school. Saves doing the, I don't know how many frame perfect it is to do the jump slash with it, but pretty difficult trick to do the jump slash with the stick.
Also, apologies for cutting you off there.
No, I was just going to say, some of us in our league matches like doing well without ZL and getting rewarded for it. If you want to watch the pod between me and Camille.
I mean, look, well comes in exactly 2 flavors. It's either bait of the well or it's well of the hero. There is no in between.
That's so true.
Well has some Skulltunnels, but I wouldn't say they're easy. They're kind of out of the way. You have to route them in specifically. You have to collect extra keys for them, in some cases. So, not that easy.
This is going to be picking up the Song of Storms from Saria.
We have Nocturne, so we can get back to one kind of easily. So I think you've got your progression dungeon, it's going to give you a song as well. I think this is fair.
Yeah.
West0pher's buying some beans.
Is West going to plant one here?
Not with 2 beans, no. Probably 1...
3 beans.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Well,
But still,
that'll
it's
be
never...
one for the crater, one for the Colossus, and 1 for Lake, worst case.
Yep, that sounds about right. And there's FW for West.
Yeah, I'm not sure about picking up these bug schools. They're, on one hand, I think prie's thinking, I want to get a hook shot as soon as possible because I'm running out of stuff to do.
And there is Pre digging up a skull out of a dirt patch. And West0pher...
Thank you very much, prieR.
And West0pher doing a frogs check. Big stabby!
And getting rewarded!
Big stabby, and as well playing a few more songs for the frogs, presumably to fill up his wallet.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It's 50 rupees a time, I think, so... You know, when you think, I've got a few songs I can play for them here, I can pick up I can basically fill my wallet, or at least get enough to help me buy a shield or some such. It makes a bit of sense to me. Speaking of a shield...
Speaking of, indeed. It is good that prieR is now checking the Lost Woods checks, though. It's gonna be very helpful.
Would have seen the path hints at this point, so yeah, knows that he has to clear it out, and has the tools to fully do so. So nothing's going to be orphaned. The tools to do so, I should say, except Skull Mask, which is hinted dead.
I think you'd assume that Bree would probably think about doing the field check soon, and that's where Ruto's letter is. That's going to be convenient routing, pick up that letter to head to Lake Hylia, and then you're at Domain to do Jabu. You'd have the tools to do all the Jabu then, so that's going to be kind of one of those nice little synchronous routing decisions.
Here's a check that West0pher didn't do. Saria's song for the Skull Kit.
That is correct. Just thinking as well, because we had the Goron City path, and it's turned out to be for the scale. At the moment, Fui doesn't really have a hint as to where his Ruto's letter might be.
And it
Other than
points to Domain as well.
Yeah. Pre is definitely lacking that information, and there's nothing pointing towards Hyrule Field Open Grotto so far.
Can be one of those checks. Just those field checks can be difficult to route at times. So I'm thinking that Pre's going to do it after Lost Woods. It'd be a convenient time, especially because they've already done River. As that.
Free picking up his big wallet.
We'll see what prieR does here. It looks like they're leaving to go to Kokiri Forest, have they? Yeah, they've done all the Kokiri Forest checks. Maybe.
And we know that there's nothing there because we've seen the hint, and also we've seen all the checks.
Very true. Double bubble. How many schools are in Logic? Like, way over 30. I'd probably say...
Yeah, definitely. More than 30. I would defer to VXR's expertise on this, because I don't currently have a skull tracker on hand, but definitely more than 30. Oh, big chest on the Zora's Domain torches.
This is why I like chest size matches content. A, because it saves you clearing out a lot of small chests, and B, because it means as soon as a big chest appears, everyone gets really excited.
One of the things limiting the amount of schools that we could get is that we don't have desert access. I think we've got over 30.
Yeah, I mean we have a bottle that puts 9 in logic. We have that's the Lens of Truth. Okay, we can do treasure chest game as soon as we find some magic here. The bottle puts 9 in logic on its own. Boomerang puts a few in logic. Well, we don't have bombs, but slingshot and bow and hammer put definitely enough skulls in logic that we don't need to be concerned about having a shortage.
There's a Dix here. To do all the checks in Jabu, you do need a significant amount of sticks if you don't have any other way to kill the stingers and things like that. So it does have a slingshot, so you need at least 3 to kill Baronade. But West is just being safe. Oh, prie's make a decision to go to the river to do the storms check, which they've missed out. So this is still missing out Ruto's letter. You need to get Ruto's letter, West, unfortunately. Taking the opportunity to get some schools as well.
That makes sense. This could be a red herring for prieR though. Is at 20 skulls by now. This could be a red herring, depending on if he finds a Lens of Truth and then just assumes, oh no, something is either beyond the wasteland or Fire Temple path to Twin Rover. Okay, that's duplicate.
That's... yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it could be a red herring because he could assume it's something pointing at something beyond the wasteland, or yeah, treasure chest game.
Especially with the knowledge that Requiem is in ice, which is letter locked. So that's another reason to think of that as a potential red herring too.
And with Market being path as well, we've had the bow, but it could be saying...
oh wow, just everything kind of links up to it. prie's going to take the chicken and ghost domain this way. I'm kind of concerned, I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, this is not good for prieR. Let's see how he handles it. Or what he does next then.
Also only has the money for 2 beans.
Ah, loser. need multiple beans. We don't know, I'm just joking.
I mean, losing to not having beans, that would be... I'm not even speaking it into existence, no!
Brutal. Yeah, we're saying that prie's picking up a lot of schools. Like, if there's a hook shot in Jabu, that kind of puts the picking up and focusing on schools early kind of in doubt as well.
Yeah, we'll see. If there's a hook shot in Jabu, I'm gonna count that as a bailout, to be honest. Because West0pher, while he's been collecting skulls, Pre is definitely the more aggressive of the two in that regard.
Yeah, that's just skull number 15 for West, and we've seen that prieR has already surpassed the 20 mark.
Pree hasn't done Lake yet.
No, we haven't seen either runner do the Valley Lake loop.
West has been to Lake, but didn't do Valley.
I must have missed that. Oh no, you're right. We saw the hint, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Could I tell you what that hint was? No, I could not.
I could.
Yes, I could. It was the water pillar's dead.
Thanks to the meticulous note-keeping by our trackers. Thank you so much, folks. Right, Pre is in Zora's domain now, going to find that lens of truth.
See what their decision's going to be after that. Like, the lens of truth being that, like we're saying, that red herring, but actually no access because we don't have opponents or long shot yet. So that's a potential for the future.
Yeah, that's a bit of a saving grace for Pre here.
There's also no magic to be found as of yet.
I think of Jabba at the moment. Like we were saying the song before, the song could be... So once you pick up the green medallion, you get a song from the Temple of Time. That could be ZL. Or it could be, you know, it could really be anything other than Requiem and Serenade. I don't know. It's could be Song of Time, could be Arrow, Inuit.
All manner of deviancy that the seed could get up to. Oh my god! I said it before, this is a bailout.
You spoke it
Why
into
did I say
existence.
that? Like, I just have an uncanny ability to say things they just, like, exist.
Look. 2 seeds in a row over on Zelda Speedruns. I was in chat and there was Sunsong on OOT, and both times I said in chat, it's just a single check, what are the odds? Guess what happened?
So, light arrows in the graveyard?
Nope.
See, that hook shot, like, is... I mean, we need to get there, so we need to get there, but that gives us forest access, which we know is barren, but there's a ton of easy schools. I think that's a bad thing, Bree. I think the focus on the soil schools, which is slow, is going to be another potential hindrance, but Bree's going to head to Lake now. We'll see where they go if they head to Field after this.
I think he's going to aggressively go for skulls now and complete the 30, get the hook shot, get to Forest Temple. Is probably also going out to Field though, and is going to find his Rudo's letter there.
It depends which way they decide to go to Field. Like, if they go Valley, then they may just do the scrub, the open grotto. Oh, it is in the open grotto. Sorry. Okay.
It is in the open grotto.
I've been thinking it's in the southeast grotto, but no, you're right. It's in the open grotto. So, yeah, you gotta expect they're gonna pick up the Ruto's letter next, right?
Oh sure.
I would be surprised.
You're in South Hyrule anyway. You're going to do the field checks here to get them out of the way and not think about South Hyrule anymore.
So when West was here, they didn't have enough money to do fishing. They actually spent a few Jews trying to blow up the bushes to get money, and that's a required item.
That might come to bite West0pher later. It's not 100% required. There could just be a scale sitting there, sitting somewhere.
Yeah, X logically required.
But logically certainly required to beat Water Temple.
Yeah, we've had the hint that Central Pillar's dead already, so we know we don't hard need them. But as you say, if we can't find a gold scale anywhere, perhaps because it's in the Water Temple, then, yeah, they will be hard required.
Not like we haven't seen that any time recently.
Don't know what you're on about, Tobias.
That's really interesting for West, though, because where he is at the moment, we know Serenade is on... Oh,
Death Mountain Crater path to PG. That's our last path hint. Wait, what can be in Crater at this point?
We found a strength there. The two strengths in there were strength or bomb lock.
No, that'd be DC, not Crater.
We found a strength in the crater, right?
No, Sunsong Grave, DC Bombs Room, and DC King Dodongo.
What did we find in the grotto in DMC?
OOT Serenade, that's just a dupe.
Maybe we haven't found anything there. Okay.
I don't think we found something in Crater Grotto.
Yeah, chat thinking Minuet because the Sarias is in.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Horus access. Makes sense.
I think at this point it has to be that. We've had a bow. We know where both hook shots are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
And happy hour. Happy 1 hour, everyone. Thanks to everyone who's making this restream possible. Thanks to prieR and West0pher for putting on a heck of a show. Give them a follow, certainly, if you haven't already. Thanks to our wonderful tracking team, keeping us up to date on all the shenanigans happening. That'll be Wave0pher, Baby Shark, and Baseball. And thanks to our restreamer Hell Knight. Thanks to our race monitor Gutrun. And of course, thank you to my wonderful co-commentators Benji and Chuckles.
And Tobias, thank you for everything that you've done. You are absolutely everywhere at the moment, so thank you for being here with us today.
Hey, I do this for fun.
Wait, you mean you're not getting paid for this?
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
No comment.
I think you gifting me subscriptions to TSG was payment enough.
No.
Just spending time with you is payment enough.
That is very true as well. And spending time with chat. We love chat.
Who?
Chat's cool.
We do love chat, and here's Baronade. And as expected, prieR is walking out to the field, doing the field checks, and likely to head into Jabu Jabu just as West0pher leaves it, basically.
Yeah, so they're going to pick up the letter, go into Jabu, get the hook shot. So the question now falls onto West in the missing item, kind of.
And here's the Stone of Agony. Mean percent, 2 out of 5.
3 out of 5. We found Winner and Greg.
Oh yeah.
Why did we see winner?
It was somewhere, I saw chat popping off. And I missed it, so I saw the pop.
Because we know that Greg is. We saw Greg in the silo.
Blah,
The
blah,
one.
blah, blah.
Ooh,
Blah, 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 blah.
big wallet for West.
Yeah, big wallet on Baronade.
Yeah, so will West go back for the Iron Boots, or will they find Gold Scale? Or, you know, will it be something they're going to be looking for a little bit? With no Serenade, it's going to be hard to get back there as well.
True. That being said, certainly going to go to Forest next, get a few easy skulls, and beat another progression dungeon. Which also gives them another song not another song, but gives him another check in light arrow cutscene.
I think West's probably done with Child for the foreseeable.
Yeah, so foregoing now slows Iron Boots for a little bit. Pre doing Valley.
Yeah. Haven't seen Valley yet, that could be interesting.
There's a couple of items and a hint here.
It is. Yeah.
Songs are hard, by the way.
Ooh, songs are hard.
That's got to be a bingo square.
Songs
It
are
is,
hard
I've
is
got it.
indeed a bingo square.
And West playing Nocturne.
Turn in 20 skulls.
This is probably the quickest way to get to and the song here.
Well,
as
you have CL, you get the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also makes a lot of sense. That's 25 for prieR.
Could still be Minuet, Bolero. Oh no, Minuet has to be in Crater at this point. But could be Bolero to get there. Could be Epona's song or Song of Time. All useful.
Nothing in the crate.
Is it going to be Bolero? It is Bolero.
It is Bolero. Okay, that'll be at least a quick check of what that crater path is going to be.
I was saying earlier today that Hero doesn't get as much love as what it should do.
Gerudo Fortress still foolish.
Well, that's all our foolish hints and their repeats.
Yep. So we're still missing repeats of some always hints and path hints, and we are still completely unclued as to a sometimes hint.
West0pher first checking that. I thought he was going to check either archery minigame or Redead Grotto, but I think we've seen both of those.
I
Yeah.
think he's checked both of them already. I mean, you've got 200 rupees. May as well.
The West has got the hook shot, so could pick up a 20th skull.
Were both of his tunics exactly the same colour?
I think so.
Not
probably.
exactly. I think interestingly, Kokiri tunic was maybe a slight bit more dark. Slight bit darker. Red.
Man, I can't wait to see which shade of red his Zora tunic is.
And there, as expected, is Minuet. For logical forest access.
Oh, West is just going to double check all the checks here. Unless they've done. West is thinking. Where are you thinking, West?
It would
do
not
5,
surprise me to see him to just head into fire. Yeah. He knows he needs to do it because it's a medallion dungeon. It's also path to Twin Rover, so expecting expecting to see probably a mirror shield in here.
Yeah, there's something in here. I think West might be thinking that he doesn't have prieR set.
With West is thinking really hard about going into fire without prieR set.
Am I going into barren forest or walking all the way to lake potentially? I don't know.
It's alright. What are the chances prieR's going to be required?
Benji,
That's a serious question. What are the chances? I'm genuinely curious. I can't remember how many checks there are.
oh my god.
6 item and 8 keys, so there's 14 checks, but one of them is BenjyRees, so I think 1 in 13. that doesn't include that a small key could be on prieR locking the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah, it's a bit more mathy than perhaps I first thought. Gonna pick up an extra skull here.
Fire damage, 20 checks in total. Of which one is the boss.
20?
Well, okay, 5 skulls, 15 checks.
Okay, right.
Apologies.
No skull sanity today. Thankfully.
Looked through the sums, but forgot to deduct the skulls here.
Easily done.
Handy dandy references we got.
Has West forgotten that he's got the big Goron sword?
So
you don't use the big Goron sword in this fight because it does less damage.
Really?
Yep. The Flare Dancer is the only enemy in the game, literally the only one, that shares a damage table with Ganon. Meaning that the only item that can effectively damage it is the Master Sword.
Oh. Or
And that's
Deku Nuts.
actually on a hint stone in the vanilla game as well. That it tells you that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
There we go.
I must admit, I've not put my mask of truth on and checked all the hint stones. just the one that tells you that the chest at the heart of GTG is extremely underwhelming.
There's also one that says if you mash the B button, you swim faster.
I think I might have actually seen that one. I did check some of them when I had the Mask of Truth because I felt like, well, I've got it, I might as well use it now.
You may as well do something. 2 small keys for West.
Didn't accidentally free the Goron.
No. So we could be doing a bit of climbing here.
Even if West finds the boss key early, until he sees what could well be a path item, he's gonna keep going.
Go as far as they can do without prieR.
He'll be fine. Is that another small chest?
The
It is.
positivity.
And here is Pre about to go. Oh damn!
You've invested a lot of time in early skulls, and probably could have not been so hasty with those. Although, to his credit, seemed to absolutely no-sell that. West0pher doesn't have the Song of Time to move that block, but if you line it up carefully, you don't need it.
Yeah, very nice glitch just to jump. I've not seen that one. Oh, but I'm stealing this way of picking up the skull that going through this room. That was nice.
That was nice and clean.
Yeah, that room can be annoying.
Oh yes. Both runners have to be a little bit wary of their stick management as a child because we've not seen the Kokiri sword, and with Goma a stone dungeon, with not Goma, Deku a stone dungeon, we're not gonna, unless it's that last sometimes hint, we're gonna have absolutely no clue where it is, and hopefully, both runners hope that we won't need it.
Another small key. So heading to at least mid-fire, looking for the BK and our way of the hero, path to hero, whatever you want to call it.
How deep do you have to go to be considered in deep fire?
And
I think
sure,
past the mace, past the top of the mace.
yeah. This on.
Oh, I've just realised both runners picked up a free shirt. They're not going to die to the burn timer.
Yeah.
Nope.
Rude.
That square, folks, is dead.
That's all right. It was on rubbish lines anyway.
my bingo is just it's not good. Let's put it that way.
When we inevitably get double forest, you can help me fill out my bingo card.
I just need someone to. I need someone to check Hyrule Castle to prove it's foolish, and then for something to be on Child's Side Spirit.
Hey, that would mean a trip to ice as well.
Oh, it would.
Well, it better happen in the next 15 minutes.
That's very true. I don't think we're going to be seeing that. Maybe, I don't know, actually. West may go there next. I don't know if West is just being safe or doesn't know the glitchless jump there, but pushing the block because they don't have the bombs to do the ground jump.
I realise I've been really lacking on checking chat, and I agree with Baby Shark. Hashtag free the Gorons. Which I know Chuckles vehemently disagrees with.
Hashtag free the Gorons.
It's just
Chuckles
a waste of time.
Chuckles. Yeah, of course it's a waste of time.
It's just a time loss. You've got to save the frames.
Look, how can you really claim to be the hero of Hyrule if you won't even free the Gorons? There's a boss key chest. And I'll be honest, most people who free the Gorons do so because they weren't quite lined up properly when they tried to open a chest.
You don't say.
Somehow, I think, especially in, say, the finals of Challenge Cup, there are more important things on their minds than freeing Gorons.
Ooh, West0pher wasting a chew here.
Yeah,
Still no
However,
sign of a bomb bag.
No. West does have a large wallet, so you could fill that up. Maybe go and visit the... Oh, that's a biggie. Maybe go and visit the bomb shoe salesman once he picks up the long shot.
This could be our path item. We've got a big chest, people.
It's
the hover boot.
What?
It's the hover boot. The hover boot's a path to DC.
Path to Twin Rover?
A path to Twin Rover.
Hover's path to what?
I was going to say for crossing the desert, but no, because long shots not unavailable.
That is true. The only thing we would still need to cross desert in logic is a magic.
So, are we saying that Stone Shadow's found a way?
It might be.
All dungeons lives!
Yes. No. I mean, it could also be like chat pointing out maybe something to do with...
It could be key logic here.
Yeah,
it could be we don't find a key here, and the next key to progress deeper into the dungeon would be on Volvagia.
There is a key in the shortcut. But I think there's some weird logic that you need the spare key as well to be able to do it.
Basically, the game has to presume that you are as dumb as possible with your keys and waste them if you can.
And it's good that it presumes that, because I am.
No comment. Not like I've done that ever.
Hey, like we say, there is logic behind it, assuming that you're an idiot.
Though it seems madness, yet there's method in it.
It's definitely not full key logic in Fire Temple. We have plenty of keys now to meet full BenjyRees, so we are now limited to Shadow.
West0pher realizing that, hey, there is a small key down the shortcut, so doesn't want to open it. Oh, is unsure about whether to open it because prieR.
Yeah.
But goes with a bold play.
That's an aggressive play. West has been playing pretty safe in the last two seeds, so that's kind of aggressive. Especially with it being quite a front-loaded key section.
Giant swallow for prieR.
There could also
And
be
Forest Medallion.
could be some hover boots logic. Sometimes in Gerudo Fortress, but one that's Baron and two we have a hook shot. So I'm struggling to think what it could be. There's another big chest in here though.
Or be for the other big chest.
It's a mirror
that's
shield!
boring.
For example. Okay.
We have a mirror shield.
And all dungeons promptly leaves the table that I set for it.
West is done. I think West is
out of here, I think.
that's a resolution. You've got 2 strengths. You've got a bow. You've got a hook shot. I think you can do Spirit Temple, but they're gonna complete it. They're gonna do the rest of it.
He doesn't want to go the risk. I can respect it. He did not open the shortcut.
Open the shortcut.
We'll at least peek this chest. Doesn't have the Song of Time to move this Song of Time block here, I think. So
Yeah.
yep, safe quits out of here. Doesn't check highest. It doesn't check highest. Well, did check highest Doron and but did not check the Flare Dancer.
I think if my key logic counting's right, there's
No,
2
he's
small
seen the
key
path
wide.
item.
We have 2 spare keys in fire, so I think we're no wait.
Well, yeah, you've just come from being child. What are you doing?
Probably pressed A one time too many, I would assume, and is promptly going back adult.
Maybe picked up the ZL song and then realised that they wanted to be child. I don't know.
Either
It's
way,
not
he's got
heaps in
30
chat,
skulls,
Hey.
so he
And he
can turn
does
in
have
those 30
30
skulls
skulls.
regardless of age. And pick up his long shot. Good to see that the doctor is in the house.
I guess as child you could do the flame storage strat here to see what the graveyard chest does.
How
Oh,
did
that
that
makes
song intro?
sense.
How did that intro to that one song go? The doctor's just come back from the golf course. Next patient, please go to the consulting room.
What song is that?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Tobias.
Man, now I need to look it up.
And you were getting us for private British jokes before. Now you're just giving us some German antics. West is on a snake. Third time lucky. There we go. There's actually quite an interesting BenjyRees fight, because you're not going to use your tubes, because you've got 3 of them, and you don't have a bomb bag. So you're stuck doing vanilla strats on BenjyRees. So thank goodness we had a Goron tunic, because we might have seen fire timer stuff, potentially. Small chest here.
Flame storage not paying off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure West did this as adult, so didn't get the 20 sticks that's in the small chest.
Stick upgrades is always handy. Also, yeah, you're in Kakariko Village as a child when you pick up 30 skulls. Are there any other checks here that you want to think about doing? I'll be honest, I'll be surprised, but good. Has anyone in this commentary booth even seen a chicken?
In real life? Or in the game?
Yeah,
yes.
I don't think they exist. I've never seen one.
We used to have chickens in our house.
Really?
Yeah, they used to fly up in the trees quite often. Let's see what 20 is.
Having said this, I would actually a stick.
Stick.
Thoroughly underwhelming. I actually would really like to get chickens for our garden, but we have a lot of foxes where I live, so it's
Oh,
not
wow.
really sustainable.
No, that's probably not the best. Otherwise, it'll be Sunday
No.
dinner for the foxes quite often.
Oh yes, yeah, I've got quite a big fox problem. Also, a big badger problem. Like a lot of houses here have subsidence because badgers undermine them. By which I mean they build their sets under the foundations. They don't go round up and down the street going, "Oi mate, your brickwork's rubbish," etc.
You have a mushroom problem as well. Just thinking if
I
you've
don't
got
think
a
we do
badger-
actually.
If you've got a badger problem, you might have a mushroom problem, maybe a snake problem as well.
Oh my god.
West is going into Barren Stone Forest. Barren Medallion Forest, even.
And shoutouts to Mr. Weeble on that joke.
Pri has climbed the mountain to come and do Child Goron City.
And here is West0pher heading into Forest Temple.
I wonder what Pri's decision here. Would you think it's the path potentially? But it's path to Baronet even. Done Jabu? It seems a little.
Might not
Yeah,
have.
the scale,
might not
the
have.
scales.
I mean, he
Sorry,
does.
go ahead.
He might not have clocked that the scale was actually the path to Baronet, or just wants to make sure and full clear this area regardless. Oh. Nothing on Dancing Dad today.
We'll see what the Goron Pot's got for us. I have had another thought, which is that prieR might be thinking, I've done Jabu, Deku's a stone dungeon. I want this to be the last stage change I have to go through. So just clear out a lot of convenient checks while I can, and hopefully never have to go through that again.
Well, there is still the well we haven't done yet, right? So.
Yeah, well is throwing.
Well is throwing. So
Oh boy.
He's doing this check with a strength. Pri's a mad geezer. This is not in logic in standard, but it is in logic for RSL.
It is an allowed trick. It is not in logic. I think that might have been it. Come on. Ah, needs to do it again.
And didn't even
But
get
yeah,
the bomb
that does count as a mistimed bomb throw for the Goron pottery. Nails it.
I will say that, like, the vacant Goron pot face stares deeply into my soul for some reason.
Oh, come on! Pot, what are you doing?
Third time's the charm?
Yes, hoping.
Does Pri have any shoes left?
I don't think so.
No, I think they ran out a while ago. Now this feels good.
Yeah, that one has to be it. There we go, all for a piece of heart.
It's not even going to pick it up. Rude. Small chest in the well. So West0pher is not going to go there. With a very green mirror shield, actually, now that I look at it.
Yeah.
I like the color. Fits well
I'm not
with
against it.
fits well with the tunic.
I think it does, and he's got the modern Gerudo symbol on the back of the Cobra pattern rather than the original of the reversed moon and star. Ooh, I like this tunic. A nice lavender.
That's literally what I was about to say. I was about to say that's a nice colour. It's like a I don't know, like baby blue kind of lavender. I think might be.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
lavender.
Here's
Sounds
Pri
so hot.
getting that song check. Probably also checking Crater Fairy while he's at it. Never mind.
Yeah, now Pri's going to be heading into fire. I wonder. Hopefully, they won't stop at the hover boots and they do continue, because that could have been an option.
Ooh.
Like West could have gave up.
Well, you know what both of these runners are thinking, right? At least I'm not in any kind of league that has an option for any of these dungeons to be Master Quest dungeons. That's for you, Alistair. That is for you.
You shoehorned that one in.
I did.
Wow. Just
Don't know if I'm happy about that.
Bingo. Allowing the bingo.
I mean, I do have it on my card, so fine. But it's not in a row that I expect to get, so less fine. Oh, actually, I'm definitely not going to get that row because they're not going into Ice Cavern before 90 minutes at this rate.
Well, yeah, that's going to be a stretch.
You never know. I still believe. Also, I'm not saying that we had certain commentators in mind when we put some of these things together.
We did, in fact, not. We intentionally did not tailor this to any commentators.
No, like I don't know which commentator we could have been thinking about when we said commentary makes a pun. No idea.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just noticed one of mine is Richard's mum is a cheapskate.
What qualifies as a cheapskate, Chuckles? What qualifies as a cheapskate?
Oh no, F's in chat for West0pher, and that's a fairy revival.
Because I think you can check off the cheapskate. You think you can check off the cheapskate? Oh, do we have F-Airy on a bingo squares?
Yeah.
I should know what's on the bingo squares. I helped look over them.
We do have F-Airy on a bingo square, and turns out at least one person was paying attention. And with that, back to the seed.
Yeah, one of the things that we do have overhanging, West, you might think that he has a bit of an advantage at the moment, but still no gold scale, still no iron boots. We know that they are orphaned in Child Lake Hylia.
Yeah, the fishing.
So, and no Serenade. Serenade's on OOT. So that's still a hanging point. Haven't seen a gold scale yet.
No, we're not going to find it in Forest. Because we know it's foolish. And after that, he'd only have 2 dungeons left: Spirit and the Water Temple. And if he wants to do Spirit, there's a decent chance he might have to go to the Ice Cavern.
Only on 22 schools, so it wouldn't have the long shot to get over there yet. But we know there's quite a few nice little skills to pick up with a hook shot in Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it does have the hover boots, so we would be able to cross the first part of the wasteland, although no magic. And actually, with no long shot and no Epona, they can't get over the Gerudo Bridge anyway.
Yeah, BenjyRees is pretty going to go deep. It'll be interesting to see their opinion on what happens when they pick up the boots. They've been playing. I said before, I don't know if I said this on Restream, but they both have played pretty safe in their first 2 games, and I can imagine it continuing today.
I would agree. Look, the time to clown around is not when you're literally in the finals.
Yeah, the other thing as well is that, I think partly you. Hang on, let me get my words straight. It's a really less than ideal path because it takes you somewhere that you ideally do have no intention of going. So I think you definitely plough on in the hope of finding a more direct path.
Yeah, you leave because it sucks as a path item.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically a case of I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Now, I don't know if prieR knows Pixel Shot, but they do have the long shot. So
Did they pick up prieR? I know they set it as child, but I don't think they sent to Lake as adult.
No, we haven't seen Adult Lake yet.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I thought about pushing the block. I was just going to do it to line up the glitchless jump. Can't do the traditional ground jump with no explosive without any bombs. But if you line this up just right, you can do a little roll and hopefully grab on.
Let's see if Pre gets this time. Dasta, what did you miss? To be fair, I don't know how long you've been out, but the Fire Temple in mid-fire has the hover boots, which could have been our path. But probably most likely, and it's confirmed our path, is the Mirror Shield in deep fire. And I swear to God, West has missed this this platform room every single race in the finals.
This is the most
there's something to be
least
said.
gamer shot ever seen.
There is something to be said about consistency. Come on.
That's true. That's very true. If you're gonna miss it, miss it.
Love your West0pher, but you know.
Just doing it for he's just throwing for the content.
No, look, the thing is, I couldn't do it any better.
Oh no. As someone who did this today, let me tell you, it did not go as well as that.
Tobias versus Dastar when?
Oh dear.
Do we have 7 hours?
That's
Little
what I
as
was.
7.
Yeah, I think we can do it in 7. That might have to happen at some point, but no promises.
Coming into
Sub
the
goal,
off-season.
anyone?
I was gonna say, that's a sub-goal worthy idea.
I was going to say we'll put all the comms together in a big race, and then I realised that we have comms who are actually,
Competent?
tournament. I was going to say tournament racers. So felt like maybe we might have to leave those. We'll give them a special race without us, or it'd be a good comparison. On the other hand,
Me and Jax are commentating apparently, so we're out.
it's a sacrifice that I am willing to make.
The Silver Gauntlets Commentary Clown Edition? Commentary Clowning Edition?
I mean, as opposed to
It is normally just the clown edition. Yeah, we're doing Tobias versus Dastar sub goal. That needs to be met by the end of today.
oh blimey.
Oh,
100 subs.
whoop. We're not doing this without Dastar's consent, and apparently he's not interested. That's a pity. Okay.
But if
Even if it
Dastar's
was
not
for
playing,
100 subs, Dastar. Even if it was for.
if Dastar's not playing, who's going to pop off when Dins is in the toilet?
Oh, here's a.
The answer is
We're
everyone.
going pixel shot. We're going for
go.
pixel shot. This is cool indeed. So prieR giving us a check that previously we did not see. I think that was a clean setup where we're seeing pixel shot.
Did we put pixel shot on any of the bingo cards?
That'd be a good one.
That'll be a rare one.
I don't know enough about the kind of technical nuance on it, but the setup, I've tried it before, the initial setup looked good. You just need to just move this so the dot, the dot doesn't need to be there. And there it is! Excellent, well done.
You're aiming for literally a single pixel.
My understanding is that you just kind of point it in the general direction and hope. Again, I do not understand it.
And then Pre now, after collecting soil scrubs, soil skulls, is just climbing past the Sculptulars now.
I mean, if that is something, if this check is something, that is a big chest. Oh my god.
Big chest! Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's so many things.
What do we think?
It could be a bomb bag, it could be magic, it could be double defense.
Double defense.
Bows.
It's a bow.
What?
Okay.
What? Well, at least we found our second bow that we definitely need.
Oh, it's a bow-locked bow as well. We were bow-locked earlier in Fire Temple. So this is a bow-locked bow for your bingo square.
Yeah, I guess it'd be just thinking about the market with the Path of the Hero. Still only got that bow at the moment, which Big Pose is bow locked with the caveat of if you don't find a big bow in a bottle. So still that bow at the moment leading to the bomb bag. And there's
I mean,
shit.
so far we've only seen 2 out of 4 bottles.
And if you find a big pot in a bottle, the only way to remove the pot is to turn it into the in no way suspicious gentleman at the front of the market.
All right, light arrow cutscene 70
Nothing on Lax.
was nothing. That's a pity.
And Pre also didn't go to the hammer chest, so they're going to be killing BenjyRees now, whilst West is going to go Child, probably for the well. Pause champ. They could have gone ice. Could have gone ice.
They could have gone ice.
Requiem, and then you could have done Child Spirit in this period as well. So.
Hyrule Castle Fairy, maybe?
Has something on his
Or maybe
mind
not.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely something on my mind.
Buying some sticks, which makes me think flame storage in the Composer Grave or Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Yeah, it makes sense to do this.
Which I don't know. If it was nothing, if it was foolish, I wouldn't complain.
It's not hinted foolish, so you have forfeited that square anyway.
Oh, it has to be hinted. Oh,
Yes,
well,
I'm
not
sorry.
Gonna get bingo.
We're gonna put that into a bingo feedback
Also-
channel as well, that we need to be clearer about. Yes, it has to be hinted.
This, by the way, West0pher does not logically have access to yet.
Still doesn't have bomb bag.
Yeah, true. This is a logically
And still doesn't have a bomb bag.
actually kind of makes sense to check the blocked locations if we know that one is going to be path.
Oh, certainly.
The problem with bombs is that bombs lock, turns out, quite a lot.
That's not Surf for West. So, looking likely to be. Well, has the out, so can full clear it now.
Well, yeah, with effective use of the choose, absolutely. While he's there, could pick up his final skulls too.
Not going to see chickens. Going past that. Chickens could quite easily have our magic. Don't have the light arrows yet.
This is indeed a well play, and West0pher doesn't have bombs yet.
Assuming they've got some shoes.
Our first major divergence, I think.
That is true.
They have 3 shoes, and they can peek all the chests anyway at CSMC, so... Probably might only need to use 1 or 2 max. Oh, there's a big chest. Let's have a look. What do we got? It's a
What?
bomb
Well, that's bomb-locked bombs.
bag.
Okay, then.
Bomb-locked bomb bag. Well,
And I am being informed. I am being informed that chat. It's happening. Oh, there's a big Poe.
oh,
What were we saying about a big Poe in a bottle?
Oh.
That is not bomb locked. So if our logical bomb bag could actually just be on handing that in.
My goodness.
That is in logic. So I am being informed by the powers that be that chat, if you give the Silver Gauntlets 50 subs by the end of the night, then Deathstar and I will actually duke it out in an OOTR race right here on Restream. And congrats to Torterra, I think the first person who got a bingo.
First ever person. Because this is the first time we've done it. I mean, the first ever person in TSG. Obviously, games of bingo have been happening for centuries.
True.
What was the final square? Was it... I was just going to ask, was Well Without Bombs the final square? I kind of want to see pictorial evidence. Not that I don't believe Torterra, but I'm actually just curious.
Screenshot it, put it in the bingo feedback channel.
So 50 subs to see Tobias versus Dassar. I don't know if there's like, do we have like a bar to track it or something like that? I'll be able to track the amount of subs going through.
I'll do the maths in my head. It'll be legit.
That's fair.
You can trust me.
It'd be fun if you both had a pilot, maybe. Make it like spoiler log or something like that. The details of it can be decided later. West continuing to clear out well, and Bree is going to ice. So it's definitely not a rush ice. It's definitely
A leisurely jaunt to ice.
It's a jaunt to ice, yeah.
Oh my god!
8K started out.
Oh, the boss is getting involved. That's 10% to our sub goal for tonight. That's 20. Jackstronomy dropping another 5-pack. Oh dear. 30, Baby Shark dropping another oh no, this is happening. Oh no.
This feels a little bit like a hype train to me.
Could be, could be. What? Oh my god, I'm being stepped in the back by my co-commentator here. Thank you, Benji, for the support of this channel. And that's a Kokiri sword for West0pher. That gives him Deku access. He doesn't particularly want to see that, but it's there.
That means now you can logically go back up and kill Dead Hand.
25, Dastar, 25.
There you go. Good luck, Tobias.
Also pointing out that I don't think this is stabbing you in the back as much as it is a stabbing you in the front.
That's actually true.
Hey, we're almost at a level 5 hype train, people. Let's keep it going. Let's get Tobias versus Dastar. I think we're at 25, Bossage.
That'll be
27.
24.
20.
24, we still need, thanks to Virtual Dante gifting us another sub. Oh god.
It's alright, you don't need to know how to beat the game vanilla. Rando's easier. It gives you all the hints.
You need to know how to beat it, Rando.
It's fine, just like ISG or something. I don't know.
Oh no, Luigi just hitting us with a 10-pack. Thank you so much for the support, but oh no.
I just want to bring it back to the seed. I know we're hype training it up, and we've actually made level 5 hype train for this. But we did find a Kokiri sword at the bottom of the well.
And West0pher is following up on that and going.
Yeah. And there's a big chest here as well. And it's magic! It's magic!
Oh my! What?
Magic.
West0pher has absolutely galaxy brained this.
How? How do you do this?
Right. We're at a 164% hype train, by the way, people. Thanks, Bossage, for the big gift subs.
That is impossible.
Red Mask!
By definition, 100% is the most anybody can possibly give. Wow. Oh, there's another biggie!
Another big chest. Is it the second magic? It's a bomb bag! Okay. So I'm assuming that's the sword was in a bomb block.
Was
chest.
K-Sword bomb block there?
I'm assuming so. Either via
gonna
key
say-
or it being directly bomb blocked.
I'm
Which
going to say
chest was
yes, because I've got a 50% chance of being right.
It was key locked in the well. I can't remember whether there was a key in any of the bomb block chests. I'm assuming
There's a
it's got
fire
to be
source.
path. It's got to be path. Fire source? Oh, in ice!
Ooh.
Ironically.
Not a blue fire
prieR
source.
prieR might need that when he gets into the Spirit Temple, depending on where our various keys and things are.
Just FYI, we need 9 more. We need 8 more subs. We need 8 more subs to reach Tobias versus Dastar, the exhibition match.
Oh boy.
Push the block.
That was a block push in Ice Cavern, by the way.
Is that a bingo square?
Of course it is.
Why is
That's-
that not on my bingo sheet?
That is Lord Gesundheit subbing with Prime, and that'll be 7 left. Oh no.
Thanks for spending a billionaire's ill-gotten gains.
Baseball.
Allegedly. Sorry.
With a couple of
Potentially.
gift subs as well. That's what? That's four to go. 209%. And Dastar's finishing it off. Dastar's stabbing himself in the back.
Oh gosh.
Wow, Thunder with the gift subs as well.
That makes it. That makes it 60.
We're now at 60.
Hey, if it gets to 100, it's glitchless logic. Oh, glitch logic. Even.
Oh fuck no! I am out. I am very out. There are limits to my patience.
It's all right.
That is too much. That is too much.
No, we'll just make it. We'll make 100 something, you know, feasible, like pot sanity.
No.
336% hype train completed. Choo choo. Thanks, Thunder. Put it work.
I earned myself a pigeon,
Oh, hi, Pa.
which actually.
Oh my god, that's a really.
There's the other
cute
bottle. That's bottle percent.
one. Indeed. That was a 50 sub hype train. You people, thank you, but also, oh my god. Why?
Yes.
I mean, I think we know why, and the answer is Tobias versus Dastar.
Okay, Pre has picked up Requiem, as we were hyping. West has completed Deku, picking up the magic that's in Deku. So now West has magic, still missing Gold Scale or the Iron Boots, and is heading back adult, so not picking up the Iron Boots anytime shortly. Pre's about to unfreeze the Mweep.
That was very much a one-cycle Goma, wasn't it? Why do these runners continue to hate my bingo card?
Okay.
Just a little bit of love from the king. I'm slightly surprised that prieR hasn't dived into the water temple yet. Has a long shot, has iron boots. Knows that he doesn't need the central pillar.
Yeah, that's fair. It is progression, but I think they've made the executive decision to pick up the Requiem, knowing that they can complete Spirit. But you're right. I think a dip into Water Temple is reasonable. Reasonable.
And there's the other DMC to Phantom Ganon.
Also, the Water Temple is a pain to get to.
Oh, it's an arse. Yeah, I hate it. And there's a horse. So now we can get to Gerudo Valley, so we can cross the desert to get to the Spirit Temple. Wait a minute.
Wait. Well, we do have logical access over there. We do have a long shot.
Yeah, prieR does not have his magic yet.
That sounds like a prieR problem to me.
True.
Back to the sea. Now that you know I've sealed my own fate.
Orf.
Did we get frozen? We were distracted. We were a little bit distracted.
We were too busy getting hype over a ridiculous hype train, and also West0pher nailing the decision to go Deku.
Yeah.
And there's a key.
So not child locked yet.
So that Wolf just decides to throw itself into the chasm.
Still could be, you know, EK logic. Still could be items on child side. So might still need the Requiem song.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I understand Spirit Temple key logic well enough to say what happens, to be honest.
Well, let's see here. We have a key on adult side. That's the important bit. It means we can progress further. So
How
Spirit
much
Temple,
further?
quite a bit actually.
I realise I sound like an impatient child then. How much further? I want to go further.
Okay, so big chest.
Oh dear.
What are we missing? We're like missing a second magic, 2 slingshots, a scale. If the scale's in spirit, that would be great for West.
Saw a tunic.
Din's fire.
And Pedro's Love.
And here's Johnny.
That is 4 out of 5 meme percent.
This has got to be a meme percent seed. We just need the ice arrows, the best of the memes, to finish it off.
And Death Star himself coming in with the bingo. My bingo's dead as a
Fix.
doornail.
Fix. Boo.
Look, nobody's stopping you from re-rolling your board if you're unhappy.
You just have to
Well-
from the beginning though, you don't get the pack buff.
True.
It's too late now.
Okay, that was ridiculous, but let's, do actual commentary about the seed for the last, however long this is gonna take, because these two certainly deserve it. But first of all, happy 2 hours, everyone.
My word, that went quick. Huge shout out to all of our volunteers helping out on the stream. We'll start, of course, with the runners letting us very kindly restream their race. West0pher and prieR here in Game 3 of Challenge Cup. So our wonderful trackers, Viva, Baby Shark and Baseball. To my fellow commentators, Chuckles and TobiasG. To Titans of the Silver Gauntlets. To our restreamer Hell Knight. And to our race monitor for today, who is Gutroom.
Thank you for being here with us, Benji, as well.
Indeed.
Your future Zoota days coming up.
I'll be honest, it would take me years to get to the level that these two have shown, not just in this game, but through the first 2 games of the finals and throughout Challenge Cup, which has been just phenomenal to watch all the way through, I think.
Yeah, these
It's been a joy. It's been a joy to watch, a joy to commentate, and it is a wonderful finale today to this great tournament.
And we have a race that still is in the balance as well. We are still needing West to find the iron boots on the gold scale. You know, Pre's a little bit behind in terms of kind of checks completed, but is catching up. So this is anyone's game. I'm really
There's the
excited.
fire arrows.
And
And
Din's
there's
fire.
Din's fire.
Oh, here comes the Shadow Temple. Shadow.
So prieR now has both fire sources that he can use as an adult, but no magic to use them with.
And that is
Oh, yeah.
Jackstronomy and Boring, both with a bingo.
At least we know that the shadow is available to us now, so we can wait and prepare. It could have been potentially like Casino for Dins for the light arrows potentially, so at least we've got the Dins fire.
Yeah, we've got Din's fire and we've got magic, although when prieR finds that magic, he better hope the other magic's not magic locked.
And there's your glitchless jump, Death Star. That what West0pher just did, that's a glitchless jump. So we have not seen, I think, the... yeah, we can't have seen them.
Oh, we
Nice
lost
bias.
the bias.
Well, I don't know what point Tobias was about to make. He's back!
Oh, we'll ask him. Tobias, what point were you about to make?
I was just gonna say that there was, as Shannock in chat pointed out, there was indeed a 50% chance that we are magic locked in here. Logically, at least. We haven't seen the chest in front of the statue inside yet.
Have we seen a boss key?
Well, we're about to find out. I don't think we have. No, prieR left that check behind, so that has to be a boss key. Or it's
Child spirit.
Or it's on child's side.
Yep.
Did he peek the Zelda's Lullaby room?
Yeah, he did. There's also the Beamos room as well,
Oh, the sunblock.
but they don't have. They're not going to bow crap it. So they're going to change ages to go to child to do the remainder of the checks that they haven't done yet.
Yep.
West0pher's done Ice Cavern, so he's gonna get the heart piece that's on King Muip himself, and then I imagine he'll probably head straight to the Spirit Temple as well.
Would
Yeah,
make sense.
Push the Requiem that they've just got. And they're going to be able to do the magic lock checks there as well, once they...
They are indeed.
So the thing is, when does West0pher go back to child fishing for ironwoods? That is
really
so
don't know.
orphaned.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that he was missing that, I knew that was going to be the potential sticking stone. Still could
Yeah.
be goal scale.
And also, does he? Yeah, the other thing is, does he need it?
He does not. I mean, he has the opportunity to find gold scales somewhere in the seed. And we know that central pillar is a small key. So we don't need that.
Ooh, that's nice.
That being said, of course, gold scale can also just be chilling in Water Temple or something somewhere inaccessible like inside Ganon's castle. There's a heap of checks in there that West0pher can never reach before actually having all 6 medallions.
We equipping the Hylian shield before tackling the fire keys.
Smart decision.
Also, again, because they hate my bingo card. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Gonna take the fire from the front room to check what that chest is there. Just a small key.
I just had to move away for a bit just to see the red masks dominating in the Gerudo trials on the Scripts Discord. So GG's red masks.
I never got assigned a tribe. I don't know what this is about.
Oh, you could be with me.
So we're going to see the child climb here from prieR. As I was going to say he hopes that the boss key's not fire locked, although you can just use a Deku stick to carry it over.
Small chest in the composer's grave.
Yeah, I think we saw that earlier with prieR doing some flame storage for it.
Breeze just noticing that this is a paradox room here as well. They've already blew up this boulder, and they have to do it again with the age change.
Well,
Yeah,
he
but they
blew
blew-
it up 7 years in the future.
Well, yeah, that's fair. So
West0pher still is he going to pick? Oh, he is going to pick up his long shot now. And there's the
Okay.
boss key, so it is logically magic locked.
Correct.
I don't know how much information that gives you, and then there's a magic somewhere. Spirit isn't really locking anything, it being the light medallion. And it's going to be a small time save for West because they're going to be able to get that in that adult section.
Shannock, yes, all 5 small keys are available without magic. How do you beat that boss, though? Or how do you reach the boss? Spirit is indeed magic locked.
The prie's just missed out on the flame storage. They've just realised.
It happens.
Yeah, once you do that, it's probably just a good idea to just do the vanilla strats, because you've got to push the Armos again if you leave.
He doesn't have magic, though.
No, the vanilla strats is...
Silver rupees.
Yeah, collect the silver rupees to open the torch. Yeah, Shannock is right in that it only matters if there's a small key in the firelock chest. Because they're firelocked or 5 small key locks. If you've got access to all the small keys, then it's fine.
Oh, that's true.
We didn't find anything interesting on Child's side apart from the small keys, right?
It's one thing that prieR is going to have done, though, over West. I can't see West coming Child Spirit until they need to. No, Dastar, not toilet. They're the wrong silver rupees.
Have not seen GTG
and I regret
also
to
for this seed.
No, I regret to inform you that we probably won't be seeing the toilet unless Ganondorf tells us that the light arrows are somewhere in GTG. Because we know that Gold Scale's not going to be locked by Song of Time, because at this point the only place Song of Time can be is on Burning Kakariko, by which you have to complete Water Temple for.
I'm assuming prieR has done Fire Temple. Because they've definitely been in Fire Temple. They've killed BenjyRees, right? Because
yes, I think it's just the wrong medallion has snuck through.
Oh yeah, the tracker's lit the red medallion, not the blue medallion. That's all. Thank you, tracker. Love you. The magic is in the Deku tree, which is locked by the Kokiri sword, and that is in the well. So prie's picking up a big Poe, even though if they went to the well, they would find a pre-packaged big Poe.
And we're expecting this to probably be a bomb bag? Or
Well,
because the only magic we've got is bomb locked so far,
could be
so it's not going to be on.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking about the market path.
Yeah, and there is the bomb bag. You are right. Yeah. So it is the pre-packaged big Poe.
Yep.
That's allowing the access to that. It could have been on HBA or something like that, I think, but because of the bow. But that works.
And that's your path to King there. Let me put my teeth back in. That's your path to King Dodongo.
And that is that for Pathins, isn't it? That's done. We are fully resolved on the Pathins, so we're on our own now.
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a sometimes hint lurking out there somewhere. But at this point, unless it's telling us where the light arrows are, it's not helpful, and I don't think we'd see it anyway.
So prieR is a forest temple behind, but West still needs an item that they've orphaned. So really, West has got to pick up either a gold scale or the iron boots.
At the moment, I think I'd probably rather be in West's position. They've got more of the progression done. They've also located the magic, which you absolutely need.
Fs.
That's big F there for prieR, going down to the Naboru knuckle. When does prieR go to the well to pick up that Kokiri sword to get the magic in the Deku tree?
Well, they can do water next. So they're probably going to do water. They're going to do their medallions. They're going to have 6 medallions then. Ganon's is going to be open. There is a second magic about. So it kind of just depends where that second magic is. If it's in like shadow, if it's magic locked, then it's pretty more correct.
I mean,
if it's available.
what are the chances of the second magic being in shadow? What? It's basically guaranteed. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
basically guaranteed. But yeah, prie's just going to be on a bit of a medallion rush now, like picking up the light medallion after completing Twin Rover, being able to do all of water wherever the boss key is going to be in that, and Barren Forest. And West is going to be after completing Spirit here, needing to search for the Booties, and I can imagine them going to GTG first after this.
Me too. It's something that we've not seen from either runner. We know Fortress is foolish, so we're not going to see any horseback archery. We've not had any hints for the Wasteland, so if you reverse from the Colossus here, you can pick that up on the way. Just have a little check.
Right, Benji, I'll make a deal with you. I'll make a deal. Magic locks magic, but Iron Boots locks bolts.
Go! Oh, that would be very bad for West, though.
Honestly, I fully believe that.
Yeah, the irons on child fishing. West has done child lake, did not have the rupees to do the fishing, and had no real way of picking up rupees. They did just leave. And Serenade is on Ocarina of Time. It's very difficult to get back there. Yeah,
Are you allowed to use map trackers in competition?
You can use map trackers, that's fine. You cannot use anything that tracks complicated logic, which I don't think there's actually anything readily available or openly available that does that at the moment.
And I don't think you can use auto trackers either.
Oh, and you cannot use auto.
Yep, the only way auto trackers would be allowed is if we can also reliably link them to, for example, the Wii for the WVC auto tracking to level the playing field.
Yeah, that's French vanilla. French vanilla Iron Boots, or I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're getting at though.
I'm gonna say that's not French vanilla. That is more like tonka bean flavor, close to but not quite vanilla.
Chocolate boots, chocolate boots, chocolate Iron Boots. I like it though.
What was the Twin Rover item? Was that a Deku shield?
Sorry, I wasn't looking actually. My bad. I was.
It looked brown and unimportant.
Okay. So it's either a Deku shield or a turd.
I mean, I don't think that's in the item pool.
You'd be surprised at what mods are available. Actually, I don't know.
Also, Tobias has gone again, so we can all shake our fists at GT, German Telecom, or whatever the German equivalent is.
We can all have fun with all our Ruto's letters just hanging around. Okay, Free's done. There. Where's this route and head under the... Not forest.
Water temple, I'd guess.
Water. This is the quickest way to water, probably. Because
they could be going to forest, but why would you?
Yeah, you have to get caught to reverse Wasteland, so doing this is probably quicker. And I think there's a couple of field checks that Pre hasn't done yet, so that makes sense. Save quit. Yeah, good point. And you know what? I don't think Pre has actually saved quit yet.
No, we know that the adult save quits in Lon Ranch, outside the stables.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'm back.
Hey,
I think you're back.
we can hear you.
So what did I miss?
Not a lot.
We were just like admiring all of our Ruto's letters that we've got sitting around us and just being like, yeah, this is definitely Ruto's letter. Like, I don't see the problem. That's what
I was just hyping up Dastar's chances in your soon-to-be race.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Can you believe we got, what was it, a 336% height train?
Yes,
That's
I
six
can.
foot-
I was there.
60 subs in like 20 minutes. Good
Yeah.
going, chat.
Chat is hoggers.
Chat is pretty cool.
Ooh woo. Here's adult late checks for prieR while he's here to go into the water temple. Again, may as well.
Finds a heart piece atop the lab.
He can cheese the lab dive as well.
Yep, about to scam the professor.
We just could do everything, because once water is done, you can do shooting stuff. There's baby sharks.
There's baby. Oh, I was gonna make that joke.
Yeah! Beat you to it!
Boo.
There's
the
some.
light.
Oh wow, that was required professor scam.
Wow.
That means
So, it
No,
looks like
that
crime.
means one. That means one thing though.
Crime does pay.
Gold scale. No wait, that means nothing.
It just means gold scale is somewhere.
Gold scale is somewhere. Yeah, I had thought. Oh right, that means gold scale has to be before Ganon's castle, but no, that doesn't mean it at all.
Yeah, it's just there. There is an available
No.
gold scale.
For prieR, it's all about when does he find the magic.
For West0pher, it's all about when does he find the iron boots at this point.
Like, this is exciting. At the moment, we still have advantage west, I'd say. But yeah,
I'm not
it's
so
really
sure.
ahead. It depends where gold scale is, really. I think if there's no gold scale, I think pre. I think if there is gold scale somewhere, simple to find, I think best. So we are really in the hands of the user gods at the moment. And here's our first look at the water tank.
Are the Utah gods Din for Ori and Nehru?
No, they are Rando and Bot.
Oh, yeah.
Randobot, Randobot 2, and Trez.
they are the gods. And West is going into Shadow.
Uh-oh.
Not TTG.
Oh, that's a bold play.
Don't Shadow finds a way.
This has got to
So-
this has got to be about check density for West0pher, surely.
But why would he go Shadow instead of GTG then?
I think G.
Because
I
of
don't
the-
know.
Maybe Gerudo Fortress is foolish. Maybe the time investment it takes to get to GTG.
Potentially, yeah, maybe. And you can't do the toilet, so that's one check you can't do there. So I think they're close
it's true.
decisions.
There is 22 checks in GTG. You don't care that you can't do one.
Yeah, 13 items. There's 12 items in Shadow.
And Lebkuchengewürz iron boots are in the child fishing check.
Say that username again, Tobias.
Lebkuchengewürz.
Oh, so sexy.
So prieR probably wants to see the gold scale in here, and because it justifies picking up the Iron Boots, and West0pher probably wants to find a second magic in here because it justifies his decision to go to the bottom of the well and then go to Deku.
Absolutely. It'd be interesting on pre-side to think about. This is a key, so that's 2 keys at the moment. Oh no! Ooh, actually, we were much further into the water temple than I thought.
And the back of Shadow is required.
Wait, what?
We don't need to kill Bongo.
Why is the back of Shadow Temple required? What?
No, the boss key was there.
The back of Shadow
But I
Temple
guess
is required if we have to go see the manager or go to the spike trap room.
we don't
Oh,
need to do
that's
Shadow.
that's what we're considering the back. Okay,
Yes!
right, I see. I was considering that the back. As long as we can both agree that it's not the middle.
We're gonna get the glitch strats here. No, we almost got the infinite damage recoil in Shadow then because West got.
Oh!
There's a big
Oh.
chest though. Could it be?
Oh my god, it's the gold scale!
Oh my goodness!
Okay, that is
No
a
way.
bailout. Mark your bingo
Oh.
squares.
That's a gold scale.
That's, I think that's go mode for West. More or less, or no, glow mode. He has to still find light arrows, but otherwise he's fine.
Wow, wow, wow.
This is just found.
Why was West0pher go? Why would West0pher go Shadow? Because
Well, we're gonna have to ask him in the interview. Also,
that's
why
where the
would he
gold
go?
scale is.
Why would he go Shadow? Well, just go where the items are, forehead.
Holy
I mean,
cow.
he's not wrong.
What a decision. That's completely flipped the head on the game. Well, prieR needs to do the whole of Forest. They are and well at the moment, and Deku, early BK. This is not looking good.
This was my theory about why I think it's better to be in West's position, because they had a little bit more progression done, and also because I think there's more chance of gold scale not being Iron Boots locked than there is of the second magic not being magic locked. He says now that has proved to be the case. We don't know where the second magic could be. It could also not be magic locked. But West has the 10 minutes or whatever it takes to complete the Forest Temple that prieR still has to do. I feel that puts the ball pretty firmly in West's court.
Well, West is going to get the BK in here. They're going to get the lights in the lab
Now he's going to do some science.
Yep. Remember, kids, the difference between science and fooling around is writing things down.
In 2 checks, West is going to pick up the gold scale on the light arrows. The 2 things there.
And yes, that was the second Adam Savage quote of the evening.
And that is go mode. And West0pher, a few shield flicks there. I wonder why.
Probably not too happy about a logically required gold scale.
Yeah.
He's got to be pretty mad about the Iron Boots location also, though.
He might be less mad when he finds out that that prieR's not done Shadow. We might be more mad because he cheesed it. As West is making full use of that gold scale to sneak his way into the water temple.
By the way, does this count as Oops All Dungeons? Because West0pher has technically been to all dungeons. Didn't beat them all, but... Gonna need Death Star to arbit this one.
I would say that does count as Oops All Dungeons. And I'm unbiased here because it's not on my card.
Excellent.
If anything, it is extremely Oops All Dungeons because you're not logically required to do all dungeons.
Oh, magic was in Deku.
But Iron Boots, which we need... Oh no! Yeah, you were, because you need the gold scale to logically get the light arrows. Ah, it's fine.
And the worst part about this is that we haven't found the ice arrows.
It's so sad.
We were so close. So close to the 1,000,000%.
I think this means I'm guaranteed to not win bingo, so, you know, absolute swizz.
I'm trying to think if gold scale water would slow getting the BK, but no, there's no slowing West down now. He's on it. A bullet train to the
Evil's
Challenge
Bane.
Cup victory.
There are very few things still stopping West0pher from taking this win. What would a world look like? I ask the audience as well as my fellow co-commentators. What does a world look like in which prieR still wins this?
West0pher takes the time to find the boss key chest in here. That's some time lost. Has a slightly rough tower / Ganondorf Ganon fights. But it's a real uphill slog here for prieR, because you'd imagine that West0pher's in the tower by the time that prieR's finished Forest Temple, with still no idea where his magic is.
Yeah, well,
And when prieR's looking at where he wants to go to do the rest of his checks, I don't know. I feel like rather than do the age change and go to the well, maybe you'd commit to doing GTG.
if you look at... Oh, there goes the place. If you look at the route that West has taken to get here, you know, beating their group, beating Dota Eater, Rafa, Alizon, one shot, and now taking Priest the third game. This is such an impressive run from West.
Game 2 is the only game they've dropped so far this tournament.
I think it's... Both of these were worthy winners of Challenge Cup, like, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
My thing is always, if you get all the way through and you win, it doesn't matter if you were got fortuitous at some points, you deserve to win. You can't, you know, just blind luck your way through 63 of the top runners available.
Yeah, West was trying to do the glitchless strat for this. I don't know if they didn't realise they had the half a boots and just wanted to swag it off. And now they're just struggling a little bit to get this, but that looks right.
Yeah, even I can do that.
This jump is a little bit finicky. Not the easiest of jumps. But get it first.
No, the glitchless jump, I should say, absolutely I cannot do. The hover boots jump, yeah, it sometimes it takes a bit of lining up, but if you're in the Challenge Cup finals, that's a jump that you're pretty comfortable with. There's the boss key for prieR. I think one of the main differences so far is that every time West has kind of needed to find an item to do progression, he's just nailed where it's going to be. You know, going into the Shadow Temple to find the gold scale, going into the bottom of the world to get the bombs and the Kokiri sword, and then following that Kokiri sword to Deku to find magic. Like, it's an uncanny sixth sense to know where the items are, as he's going to pick the boss key here. Whereas prieR really invested in those skulls early, and when the first hookshot was just there in Jabu, with Jabu access pretty early on, all that time that West spent maybe getting some more of the slower skull toolers, West was just kind of able to pick up ones that were just sort of on the way, I guess.
Yeah, very true. Just pick up the long shot when they were required to pick up the long shot, rather than just getting it, pushing it for the first hook. Very, very true.
Yeah. Because both runners not going into Water Temple till over 2 hours into this seat. Nice little use of Furor's win there as well for West.
Yeah, using all the tools to their advantage.
Oh. Bit of an uphill struggle this for West.
It's like the Travelation.
Womp womp.
It's
you
like
really
the Travelator
just-
in Gladiators. I mean, obviously I did, yes.
I wonder if West
Do you
has
not know-
the speed, strength, the heart to be a winner, or hearing whatever the words are.
Yeah, I think those are the words.
No quick grab. Sorry.
I might as well just close that tab now.
Yeah, you win.
GG's, everyone. So this is going to be West's sixth and final medallion. He's got everything he needs. He's just going to prelude out to the Forest Temple and go straight to the big guy.
Ready for the final Ganon fight of what has been such an amazing S5 season. Starting in, what was it? Late November, early December with the qualifiers. Starting with the brackets and groups in January, and it's all coming down to this last rush of Ganon's Castle for West0pher.
Yeah, undefeated in the group stage, and then through the brackets all the way up until the semi-finals. It's a one-game shootout, so you cannot afford to have any real slip-ups, any mistakes, because with the quality of runner in this tournament, you'll get punished and you'll go out. We had a few players who were undefeated in the group stage lose their very first game in the bracket. But so far, West is very much in pole position, as he's going to begin the ascent of Ganon's Tower.
Gutrune saying they can finally take a break from Zuta. There's no breaks. There are no breaks here. We have League. We have the conclusion of RSL. We have lots of different things starting up. Triforce Blitz is getting its on its heels. Maybe some of the mixed pool tournaments starting soon. There's always Zuta going on.
There's always some Zooter happening. In worst case, it's the exhibition match of two, I think, less than talented commentators.
We have the biggest clash upcoming here on the Silver Gauntlets. It's going to be so hype.
But yeah, this is these are, folks, the final minutes of season 5.
Yeah. The last kill of the Stalfos in the tournament. And going to miss these stealth ups.
Are you?
Well, as long as West doesn't die here on a quarter heart. There we go.
It was half a heart, but yeah, that would have been not good. On the other hand, there's 2 Iron Knuckles coming up. Monkers.
Yeah, the Spice Girls might not play nice.
Salt, spice, and pepper spice, and oh my god, with half a heart, goes for the swag strat and nails it.
Ludicrously clean.
Tobor, I died to those Iron Knuckles actually in what would have been my fastest run. So yeah, I'm kind of annoyed. Yeah, definitely West is.
I mean, why wouldn't you be nervous? You're in the grand finals, you're in game 3, and you're in front of Ganondorf. You don't want to be sniped now. Nobody wants to.
Especially because, of course, you've got no idea where the other runner is. Sorry, go ahead, Chuckles.
Well, Anko fan says, do you think Westfield's ahead or behind? And I don't know. Like, you always feel behind. You always, like, as soon as you mess up one thing, you always feel like you're behind. But in reality, what has West done that was not required? Like, everything they've done was required, unless, like, maybe they're thinking another magic was in the easier location, I didn't need to go into the well.
Iron Boots wasn't an easy location, didn't need to spend, even though it wasn't a long shadow dip, did still dip there.
Oh, that's a tennis troll. That was a tennis troll, indeed. By Ganondorf.
Still not putting the empty bottle down.
The XR, the magic's in the Deku Tree, and the Kokiri sword's in the bottom of the well.
There's the empty bottle.
And congrats to Baby Shark for double bingo. Right. Oh. Not quite nailing the rhythm to stunlock Ganondorf here, but it was enough. That's Ganondorf down for West0pher. And
It's
with
time.
best regards to August 40th. For the last time in the Season 5 tournaments.
Here we go, everyone.
It's 2 hours, 41 minutes in. And here's Ganon!
Here's Ganon.
Oh, here's Ganon.
Love it, Chuckles. Three-stage preparation for some good bacon.
With the Master Sword still undergoing sterilization, we're going to take this opportunity to tenderize our meat first.
Yep, use a meat mallet, but a Megaton hammer does work in a pinch. That's stage 1 done for West0pher. Now that the bacon is tenderized, we need to get us some slices.
Thanks to our sous chef for having prepared our utensils. Time to do some slicing and some dicing.
Yep. Thick cut, of course, the way it should be.
We've chosen a Master Sword to use here, but any reasonably sharp blade will do.
And finally, time to grill it up. Princess Zelda is helping out on that part with her light magic, and get your GGs in chat for West0pher, your Season 5 Challenge Cup champion, who has just won this race with a time of 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 9 seconds. Good frickin' game.
what a run it's been for West0pher. Dropped one game all tournament, and that was in game 2 to prieR in the grand finals. But with the pressure on, having tasted defeat for the first time all season, when it mattered most, West0pher came in clutch, located those tricky items, and takes the crown as the Challenge Cup Season 5 champion.
Yeah, GG's, good game, good tournament overall. I mean, when we were looking at the player list at the start of the tournament, there were some names on there we were thinking, you know, are going to do well. West was definitely in that collection and has not disappointed. Challenge Cup Season 5 champion. Congrats. And big GG's to our runner-up prieR, who has decided to continue playing, at least for the time being, to find that magic. Might actually locate the second magic for us by the time they're done. They're not too far behind. Maybe find a second magic. Maybe in Light Trial. Could be very likely.
Yeah, with the end of Season 5, we don't know what the Season 6 settings are going to look like. So, making the most of it.
Wait, I know what the Season 6 settings are like. I've got the list here.
Oh, have they announced it?
Yeah.
Chuckles, put the spoiler lock away.
I've got the spoiler log for Season 6.
And there's a yeet rock for the fans by prieR.
That rock.
Rock!
Wants to know if there was just a magic sitting here on the Great Fairy.
Oh, that would be so cruel.
Here. Is it here? No.
Nope, just some pointy sticks.
That could have been vanilla, it could have been titties. Yeah, Season 6. Are you ready, guys? 69. Gulchula Bridge.
Nice.
And that's it.
Oh man.
That's all the settings you need.
You had to go for one more mean. I see.
I did it for chat. What else we got on the Nico sheet? What
Yeah,
else can
that's
I
true.
complete? I'll tell you something, if there is a second magic in Gannon's, this was close.
Yeah.
I'm really curious where that second magic is. This one we might actually want to ask Tress about. And we are joined by the Season 5 Challenge Cup champion, West0pher. GG's, congratulations.
GG.
Thank you very much, guys. GG's.
There's a big chest in this water trial. By the way. It's the magic!
What? Oh my god!
It's a magic!
Never mind asking Tress. My goodness, okay.
Oh, so West, how is that magic in Kakiri Forest for you?
Deku Tree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Decatry. I know what I meant.
Magic? Yeah. What? Well, first of all, like, that entire seed, just ups and downs, like you wouldn't believe. So, where were the iron boots?
Child fishing.
Oh, fishing, yeah. Which you didn't have.
Oh.
You were blowing up bushes with your limited
Yeah.
amount of bomb shoes.
I had 9 rupees and 5 bomb chews in a dream.
You were like, where is that blue rupees from the bushes? But
Had got nothing.
yeah, and then it was because you did late first, and you both actually, summary of the seed, you both took very different opening routes. You took the child route, you did child first, and pre went straight adult. So you both load different items early, because this seed was just cocker full of items
Gotcha.
early on. And I think
Yeah.
A lot of information early on in the seed. We had most of the hints. I think we're maybe missing 2 path hints and 2 always or something ridiculous like that 20 minutes in.
Yeah, right.
It was just a bunch of information, a bunch of items as well, and I think you're going child early and being a bit more thorough in that first child phase ended up paying off in this case. You had the bow earlier, you had the hammer earlier, and that
Yeah,
really made
hammer.
a difference for you.
Having hammer before going adult for the first time helped a lot. It allowed me to use more chews. When I found the hammer on memory game right before the bomb lot checks in Lost Woods, I thought that was really helpful.
Yeah.
Don't remember what hints I found or what. No items, of course, but I don't remember what hints I may have
Oh,
gotten
you
from
did
that.
find the juicy lost West0pher and you found a wallet firstly. That gave us some hope for some fun tunic logic. But, then you just found the hammer and we were like, well, that's boring.
Yeah,
And then the tunic as well.
yeah, weren't those three all back to back to back?
Yeah. And then
Yep.
The tunic was literally in that first grotto after hammer.
West, I want to ask
Yeah.
for yourself, just kind of, this is your third match against prieR. Like, was there any kind of strategy going into the game beforehand, or were you just going to play your vanilla game? Any kind of ideas before you started?
No, so this entire tournament, I've kind of been playing a more aggressive game. For the first 5 seasons, I've kind of been known for being a full clearer, not orphaning checks. And so getting me to the grand finals, I played more aggressive. I abandoned checks a lot. And I got here, and then last match, I had that safety buffer of the first game being won in the finals. So I played a little more safe. I played more like I used to, and I lost. So coming into this one, I decided to go back to the roots of this tournament and try to be as aggressive as I could.
Yeah, that second game I remember watching in chat was a very safe kind of, like, prieR's style is more safe anyway, so, and, orphaning checks didn't harm you today because you were able to find the gold scale in Shadow. That was an interesting decision. What made you choose Shadow over something like...
Yeah, so I was thinking about what my next play was going to be if I was able to finish Spirit. If I didn't have to do Child side Spirit to beat Twinrova. And I came to the conclusion that Shadow, I could get to Shadow faster. It would probably take the same amount of time to clear Shadow than it would to go to and clear GTG. And Shadow would give me Serenade, which I could then go back Child and play Serenade, do my lake checks, valley checks, and just full clear all of Child, and then just go back to GTG if I didn't find anything in Shadow or Child.
Because we did have a point, kind of 2/3 of the way through, with you not having the items and Pre not having the magic, so we were kind of thinking, well, is the gold scale going to be irons locked? Is the magic going to be magic locked? And in the end, it came out to, neither was true. We were able to get the gold scale and Pre the magic. And on restream right now, Pre has just getting some assistance from Zelda to hook up Ganon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get your GGs in chat, folks, for your Season 5 Challenge Cup runner-up, prieR57. Congratulations, GGs. Amazing performance by him as well.
Absolute GGs.
Less than 10 minutes in it in the end, which is very much one item being in a different location, and the result's different.
Yeah, wow. So where was the second magic one?
It was in the water trial.
It's a water trial.
Wow, okay.
When you came in, that was what we just found, which is why we
nice.
popped up. So, it was juicy.
The other decision that really paid off for you was the decision to go into the bottom of the well. The fact that you'd managed your bomb choose really well meant that you could full clear it, even picking up the bomb lock checks where you found the bomb lock bomb bag, and then having got the Kokiri sword,
Give me a second bomb locked one back.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny.
And the magic locks there
And
as
the
well.
magic,
What was the
yeah.
decision behind storms? Was it just a case of check density?
Yes. Yeah. Um, the well in season 5 has kind of been more stacked than in the past. Normally, in this case, I don't think I would have gone to the well before GTG. Um, and yeah, when was that? When did I do that? Did I do that after Forest? I don't remember if I was.
Before you went to... Was it before you went to
Oh,
Ice? I think it was before you went to Ice.
I don't remember. It was.
I can't remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, reasonably early on. And then from there, having picked up the Kokiri sword to go into the Deku tree, I'm assuming just while I'm a child, get rid of any chance to have to maybe age change back for a good while and just follow that path.
Yeah. Because after Deku, really the only things were Lake and Goron City. And I didn't really want to do either of them, so I went back. Ice, Spirit, etc.
Yeah, the fact that you found the magic in the Deku tree meant that you didn't have to become child to cheese the magic locked boss key chest in Spirit, which is something that prieR had to do. And speaking of prieR, GG.
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 Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It was a good
prieR.
race, so I'm hearing.
It was a very good race. Very, very different strategies by both of you. Very, often pretty divergent routing, and I think bailouts for both of you as well. Congratulations, prieR, on the runner-up, the second place in an incredible Challenge Cup season. I'm still in awe. This was a great race, a great finale, great grand finale from the two of you as well. In the end, it's always the case. One person wins, one person loses, but both of you put on an amazing show, and both of you, no doubt, are worthy champions of this tournament. So congratulations on an amazing performance.
Thanks.
Thank you.
As I said in the race room, I have nothing much to say about the seed. I apparently missed the first magic meter. So well, all I can say is congrats to our new champion. He deserves it, and I'm proud about my tournament in this entirety. So I have no regrets. I did my best, and as I said, he deserves it. So I can't say much about that race. I don't know.
No, I think today and throughout the tournament you've played impeccably, and you should rightfully be proud, and very magnanimous in defeat as well, which is just a measure. To be honest,
prieR, you've been on a bit of a ride at the moment with the Links to the Past co-op deep run that you had here. You go in deep into Challenge Cup. What game can't you play, prieR? What can't you do?
Yeah, I'm pretty occupied, pretty busy about tournaments these days. So no, I did my best. I have no pretension on winning something on Ocarina of Time. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud. I made up to the finals. Really have nothing to regret. I was against a really strong opponent, so yeah. Sometimes it's even, sometimes it's odd. That's about Rando. Sometimes I think I think both of us deserved it, but Gods of Rando chose their champions. So
Yeah.
again, congrats, and maybe we'll sing me next year.
Oh, absolutely. I hope we see a lot more of you. I asked this question to West to start, and I just wanted to get the same from you. Was there any kind of like strategy or plan? You know, this was the third game that you've had 2 games previously. Did you have a set plan or idea or change in the way that you were going to play the seed?
Not really. I played safely, I think. I rushed 30 skull hookshot
Mm-hmm.
to find out there was another hookshot in Jabu. So no, maybe I made too much overworld checks, but no, I played safely. I nothing to regret because um, it's really easy to miss something really important. So
Yeah.
that's you with your luck. I'm not really a big fan of taking too much risks. So I played like usual.
Yeah, it was throughout the entire tournament. You've always been a very methodical, very thorough, and yeah, very completist player, I would say. Just you went and cleaned up, made sure that you did the checks you could. So
But also a very technically adept player as well, because you showed off the pixel shot today. So prieR long shot going into Fire Temple. West, you definitely had a bit of a moment where you were like, I'm assuming before you entered the Fire Temple, your hesitation was like, crap, I don't have prieR set and I don't have the long shot.
Yeah,
Was that kind of your thought?
No Pierre, no Opona's, no Serenade.
Yeah.
So I was hesitating, but I decided to just go for it anyways. Again,
Knowing
going
that
back to the more aggressive play.
needing the BK, knowing that there was something in the Fire Temple to help you win the seed as well. I can imagine that being like, do I do it? Do I spend the time just go into the lake just for potentially no reason? We did see that chest. Like I said, prieR did do pixel shot, and it was a big chest.
Oh.
and
And it
we were about to pop off, but then it was just a second bow.
it was
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
bow locked bow because of P logic. So
Yikes.
Yeah, I think unless chat has any questions left, I think I'm all out of questions, and I'm kind of all out of gas in terms of season 5.
yeah, West, is there anything you wanted to, as I don't have a crown to give you, unfortunately, but as now a Challenge Cup champion, anything you'd like to say?
Oh boy. Yeah, huge congratulations to prieR for making it this far. Some incredible races from him. And it was just an awesome finals. Definitely some tough races, but yeah, it was. This whole season's been amazing. Again, thank you to the Silver Gauntlets for putting it all on. We all really appreciate it. The runners, the viewers, the entire Rando community. It's just always a blast.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you more. Did I see you play a Triforce Blitz seed the other day? Was
I've
that
tried
you?
a couple of them. I'm not too great at them yet,
Oh, none of us are.
but
Well, hopefully you get to see more in Rando Sue. Is there any kind of plans for you in the OOT scene, or are you focusing on A Link to the Past at the moment? Oh, have we lost Pri?
No, I didn't
Sorry.
listen. I'm sorry.
have you got any plans to play more Ocarina of Time Randomizer, or are you focusing on A Link to the Past?
Yeah, every year I'm playing qualifiers, so I guess I will play them next year. So maybe you may see me next year in the Challenge Cup. So yes, lot of stuff going on. Tournaments on ILTTPR and Super Mario Bros. 3 aussi.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty busy. Maybe more tournaments. I play other stuff like speedrun on Pokemon Red.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Some stuff like that. So
Oof.
yeah, you
Well,
can see me here and there. And again, I'm joining West0pher to thank you. Thank you for taking time to commentate that race. Thanks to Silver Gauntlets hosting the tournament. Every person involved in the tournament making it possible. So thank you very much.
No,
All right.
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We won't see either of you in Challenge Cup next year because you'll be in the top 64.
yeah, very true.
Here's
Very
hoping.
true.
We'll see.
I'm
Leave,
thinking it's graduation day for both of you. That is true.
leave the Challenge Cup to the mugs like me.
Or who knows, to Death Star and me once we get a taste. We'll see.
Oh, goodness. In any case, let's say thank you to. Oh, I've got a little present by my name now. Runners today, our champion of Challenge Cup, West0pher and prieR. You've just heard from these guys. They're going to be playing lots more games, lots more Uta, lots more other stuff. So thank you so much for running, and congratulations to the both of you. Trackers today, Vaver, Baby Shark, and Baseball. Thank you so much for keeping us posted. Thanking us to showing us what is going on in the seeds. We really appreciate your time. Oh, what else do I do? What else is there? Does that work? Works. Race
It does
monitor
work.
today is good room. So thank you so much for making sure that everything goes swimmingly. We've got our restreamer, which is Hell Knight. So thank you so much for everything you've done, Hell Knight, on the organization side, on the restream side, on just clearly everything that's happened. You know, you're the kingpin of this. And thank you so much.
Our gold gauntlet. And and finally, thank you to my co-commentators Benji and Chuckles once again.
Thank you, Tobias.
And
And I
Tobias,
think
thank you so much for everything that you've done, all the commentating that you've done. You know, I think we've all in the restream team done a really good job of showcasing some amazing runners, some amazing matches. There are going to be some highlights to remember forever.
indeed. And with that,
And-
I think it's time to lay Season 5 to rest. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Season 5. We hardly knew you.
Let's dive back into League, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Zuta never stops. We've got lots of League coming up. We've also got there's another Pictionary spoiler log race on the horizon here on TSG as well.
So keep an eye on the Discord for that, and thank you all for watching. Have a great evening/afternoon/morning, and we've been the Silver Gauntlets. Take care.